And now's the time when things are shifting. There's gonna be a new world order out there. And we gotta lead it.
True internet suffered depression.
You are fake news.
I am not suicidal.
We'll circle back with you directly. I can circle back. I'll circle back with you. Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Hello and welcome to episode 313 of the Jeffrey and Brian Show. I am Jeffrey.
I'm Brian.
And we're just two guys drinking some beers, talking about what's going on. How's the weather been over there? This has been an Arctic blast or a polar vortex or whatever the hell came through here.
Yeah, it's coming. We're gonna be it's gonna be cold here at the beginning of the week.
Yeah, exactly. We're getting nailed to this next one coming down. We just had a blizzard warning and a big honking storm through here. But anyway. So now what the hell is going on, Brian, with the National Guard and the President of the United States? Because it seems that every month or so a judge rules the other way, depending on who, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what now they can't
Well,
be in
this
LA.
is this is LA, so he doesn't have the same authority in LA like he's got in DC.
But hasn't he already put National Guard all in plenty of places?
Yeah. But this is the Democrat judges that are trying to usurp Trump's authority.
But this precedent saying where this has been ruled upon before already, I thought, when it came to a California and Chicago. Maybe not. Maybe it hasn't happened yet, but I remember talking about it when they whatever. Like I said, it seems like every other week we're hearing a judge reverse the last judge's decision, you know? Uh Jeremiah Copeland. Who's this guy again? Oh, here we go. I put this in follow-up instead of local because we've been talking about this case for a while. This is that Navy murder case.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they set a trial date. There's not much more than that. Uh,
Right.
and the trial for the alleged murder of Charlie Kirk has begun.
Yep.
Smug little piece of shit. And apparently has been begging for his parents to be with him the whole time, and a judge even said no when it came to stuff. Suppose we do have to finally address this as much as we've been trying to avoid it. You've been hearing anything about what Candace Owens has been saying?
A little bit.
Jeez Louise, crazy, crazy broad. She's even accusing her own military now. And she's accused Israel and France, and TPUSA themselves.
Right.
Uh, and it's funny, Tim Pool called her out on it finally because he was kind of like, I don't know, she makes some good points. Then he lost his shit. It's like, I don't know, I think she's making a bunch of shit up. And then she gets worse and she said you should hold your donations to TPUSA.
Hmm.
And that's what set off Pool. Dude, he called her like a fucking cunt. It was crazy. That dude, he's not the fiery kind of guy. Uh, but yeah, and then she goes and puts his picture up on her thumbnail. Next thumbnail is like, who has gained the most from Charlie Kirk's death? And it's like, you, Candace, you got the
Right.
most out of this. Candace was even called out by Erica Kirk on Fox News with was it Harris Faulkner? And then again for an episode on CBS that will be aired tomorrow on Saturday the 13th. Uh, Basically saying like you need to knock this shit off. I've
Yeah.
been trying to avoid this thing because
I
I
mean,
don't want to get involved in it.
she sounds crazier and crazier every time she opens her mouth. So
Yeah, well,
then
I'm thinking
she
she's
come out and said that Israel's got a hit squad out for her.
yeah, and then in the same little blurb, she said that she's not going to be you know doing any videos for a week. making it sound like it was because there was a hit out on her. No, that was fucking Thanksgiving week. Yeah. So I don't know. Just I don't want to get involved in her shit too much because I don't care about this. She's combining what she's been doing lately with the stereotypical murder porn that women love, you know?
Right. True crime.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy the occasional true crime, but you can't accuse everyone under the sun and expect people to still listen to you. But it appears people do listen to her. And do you think that's going to taint the jury pool?
Yeah.
Do you? I don't think Brian, he has a word I'm saying. He's busy texting somebody, his side
Yeah.
piece.
Right.
I
Whatever.
was just curious if all this shit that Kenneth Owens was saying could be possibly tainted jury pool in, where is it, Utah?
Yeah, I think yeah, Utah is where he was shot.
Yeah. Um, because we know oh my God, what was the dude's name that essentially choked out George Floyd? Not
Uh
Chauvin.
yeah, Derek
Chauvin.
Chauvin.
Derek Chauvin. He couldn't get a fair trial. The judge even said, "You're not going to get an untainted jury pool here. You're not going to get one anywhere in the country, so we're just going to have the trial here." Which I thought was insane. Like I thought you had to drop charges at that point if you can't get a fair trial.
No, they make it up as they go.
Apparently. Uh, yeah. You ever heard of this dude Eric Erickson? I'm guessing that's a no.
No.
Okay. I hadn't either. He's some right wing commentator. I thought maybe you had heard of him. But he defended Jake Tapper about the calling the J6 pipe bomber a white dude when the picture of the black guy was right next to him. Excuse me. He's oh, you all thought it was a white guy too. And I was like, I honestly thought it was a woman from that other video. And then, you know, I mean, I guess if you want to be stereotypical and racist about it, yeah, you don't find a whole lot of black folks building bombs.
Right.
All right.
Nope.
Oh, you shared this next one, the first one in intro. I want to hear what you have to say about this because I formed an opinion about tourists, not even like I want to get citizenship. Tourists need to share social media history up to 5 years.
Right. Apparently there's been locations on the visas for a while to add your social handles if you want to. It was voluntary. Um, I don't know. I mean, I know other countries are already doing it, but
But requiring a 5 year check first, how do you know that someone has an account of something? Because there's how many different social media accounts are there, right?
yeah, there's a
And
million
five
of
years
them.
is a long way to go back and check someone's history. And I get it. They might have said something ridiculous a year ago publicly
Hmm.
before they went underground. But I mean, I would say maybe for people trying to get citizenship, but if you just want to come to see New York City and Texas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think we need 5 years of history necessarily, unless everyone thinks that we're most of this immigration problem actually is overstayed tourism visas. Right.
I think it's more student visas than tourist visas.
Yeah, exactly. You get out of school and you go get a job right away, right? Uh, you see this shit. Was it Kareem Jean? Not Kareem Jean Pierre. Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's horrible. She's like the worst Supreme Court justice ever.
it sounds like she doesn't understand how this system works, and she's a Supreme Court justice. She was talking about unelected experts taking over portions of the government to make decisions. And I'm like, so you it's like, oh my God, you actually want this autocracy, this what do they call the wealthy people controlling everything?
Oh, I know what you're thinking, but I can't think of the name of it right now. Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, yeah, well, You don't necessarily have to be wealthy. Right now we have a billionaire in office. But you don't necessarily have to be like fuck. Didn't Lincoln grow up on a dirt floor? Didn't Bernie Sanders grow and Carl Benjamin have a dirt floors too?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's saying that we should have unelected people that are just gonna like make these decisions. I'm like, no, you're out of your mind. That's why we vote, so that we get to decide how this stuff's done. At least that's the way it's supposed to work.
Right.
I got a kick out of this one. A jury in Portland acquitted a man for stabbing another dude because after the guy got stabbed, he used an ethnic slur against this black man that stabbed him.
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, yeah, it doesn't retroactively make it okay to have stabbed somebody, right? There's video of
Right.
it too. And even if he had said this before he got stabbed, it didn't make it okay to stab the guy, you
Right.
know?
No.
But he's like, oh no, you called him an N. So he gets to go. It's like he stabbed me. I called him a terrible name, you know?
Yeah. So sticks and stones will break my bones. No.
But knives will never hurt me, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh which by the way, next time you want to like offend someone instead of calling them anything, just call them like, oh man, you vote Democrat, don't you?
That'll do it.
And I mentioned Tim Pool earlier. He actually had his studio shot up a couple nights ago. Um, it's funny. It was after Milo Yiannopoulos had been on the show. I don't necessarily think the two are related, but
Right.
yeah, they're already getting ready to pack up and go somewhere else with their studio because they're not putting up with this shit.
Uh,
It's just you got dude shot at and hit Trump in the ear.
yep.
Another dude, what in Mar-a-Lago, was making an attempt.
Yep.
Dude built a tree stand in Florida. You could say another one, the guy jumped up on the stage and charged at Trump. Charlie Kirk. I don't know how much you familiar with Andy? No.
No.
He's a journalist. He's the one who broke Antifa wide open, and he got his ass kicked by them several times, like to the point of almost dying. And yeah, and they're shooting at this guy. It didn't pull. I know I meant bring his name up a lot, but he brings me back towards the center some. Because
Okay.
I mean, he's pro-choice. He's he gave the max donation to two different Democrat guys, people running last time, and
Okay.
he just helps me not get hauled off to the right by the by getting pissed off at the Democrats, basically. You know,
Right.
he gives me that little bit. Hey, you're not the only one who thinks that's stupid too. But yeah, the guy they call him like this far right guy. I'm like, no, he's not. So you want look at Adam Fuentes? Was it Nick Fuentes? If you want far right, all right. What's going on in Virginia? And
Always
what
stuff going on in Virginia.
I know, there's always too much going on in Virginia, and I guess you guys having like an emergency election or something.
Well, the lieutenant governor elect, that this is her Senate seat that she or he or she, I don't even know if it's a female or not, is vacating because they're going to be lieutenant governor in January.
Okay,
So they're looking to fill it with a firehouse primary.
and is that term just an old term where they used to vote at the firehouse?
I don't know, probably.
Okay, because
That
I've
and
never heard that term.
they're actually doing it at a firehouse too. So
Interesting. And that's for Senate. That
it
means she
is a
gets a vote too.
female. It is a female. She'll be the first Muslim ever to hold statewide office in the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Ugh. You went with the lieutenant governor being the first something instead of the governor being the first black woman and immigrant. Jeez, you guys really dropped the ball with your wokeness down there over there, guys.
I voted my way, so
I saw this about the Berkeley Bridge, dude. This is fucking nuts.
yeah, he'd rather jump off the bridge and be arrested.
Yeah, you don't typically survive a jump off the Berkeley Bridge, do you?
He didn't.
Dear God. I mean, I probably want to jump off that before I would jump off the HRBT, but that's just because you're gonna land on like a fishing boat or something, you know? Land on a cruiser and break your
Yeah, you're
legs and
more
get
likely to survive that jump.
you maybe, but I mean, if you landed in the water, you could probably swim. Well, actually, this time of year, that water is cold, and you
Holy
know it.
shit. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're not lasting long in that water before you freeze up and sink to the bottom, going, "Oh
Yeah.
crap."
Yeah.
And this next one, I don't know if you or Guapo shared it, but I went and checked which ones they were because the wife used to work in a vape shop chain in Newport News and Hampton.
Yeah. A different chain.
Yes, what's going on?
Uh, well, these vape shops are pretty much known for carrying weed in the back room. All you gotta do
I've
is
never,
not.
I've never heard of that.
It's happening all over here in this area. You can also get mushroom spice candy bars and all that
That's
if
what it
you.
said. That's what I read there. Like they had shrooms, they had
Yeah.
weed, all
Yeah.
this
If
stuff.
you know the right thing to say when you walk in to make a purchase, you can get it.
That sounds like you're just waiting for the wrong person to tell a cop because they
That
got busted, you know?
pretty much that's why these three vape shops are now closed.
Yeah, it's like I got busted. Hey, can I get a shorter sentence if I turn over the guy who's distributing it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't give a shit about. And the guy's name wasn't Bob either, was it?
I don't remember if the name was even in here.
Three baby.
Oh yeah, it is. Mohammed.
Yeah, there we go. More than 62 pounds of pot, numerous THC vapes, psilocybin mushrooms, and edibles were confiscated from the three businesses. Mohammed El Gili,
Mm-hmm.
uh, oh, and firearms offenses.
Yep. With it, and they're charged with intent to distribute. I wonder why. They decriminalize weed, but not that much weed.
Yeah. And if you want to sell that shit, man, you go to the friggin' the fake pot shop to sell that.
Yep.
All right. I guess it's just dumb decisions. The dude's probably making money selling vapes. Why would you go and if you're making money legitimate, why would you go illegitimate, you know?
There's more money.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe they weren't paying the bills. There are plenty of vape shops in Virginia. Let's be damn sure of that, right?
Oh yeah, well Newport News, some of the vape shops like that Happy Smoke place on Jefferson, it was 20 open 24 hours a day.
Dear God.
And that's one of the new rules that Newport News just came up with. They're not allowed to be open 24 hours a day anymore.
I don't give a shit if vape shops open, but I mean, and they're talking about they're in the process of legalizing marijuana in general in Virginia, aren't they? Like they're talking
Yeah.
about opening dispensaries up, right?
Yeah, it'll ruin the vape shop back market marijuana business.
Yeah, and then the little bit of vape business that was getting done there is going to go back to the real vape shops.
Yep.
I didn't realize I missed this one here about the snap thing in Virginia. So
Yep.
you guys are doing what West Virginia did.
Yep. What I'm wondering is this is under a Republican governor. How long is it going to take the Democrat governor to reverse this and let people buy their sodas again under SNAP?
When was this approved and or passed? Like last couple days?
Yeah, it was put in for this year, and it was approved like the last couple of days. So
How much news is this made in Virginia? Like, does your average normie know about it?
no,
So then you probably got to wait for it to go into effect and a bunch of people to start complaining that they can't get, uh, their sodas at lunch or something. You know what I mean?
yeah,
On EBT. Yeah. I don't know. I got no problem with the people handing out the money saying you're only allowed to use it for this.
yeah. I do. I have no problem with that either.
It's like if you don't like it, you don't have to apply for it. Uh, so we just got like 3 inches of snow that it warmed up enough that it started to melt, which is funny because Could almost see the ground when it started snowing again, but it was melting faster than it was falling, which was neat. Excuse me. Then another 5 inches of snow fell. And now we're expecting back-to-back storms through Sunday. Uh, yeah, and we're expecting a low of 1 degree on Sunday.
Nice. It's gonna be
Oh
like
yeah,
20 degrees here Monday morning.
yeah, and I'm gonna have to walk over next door to my mother-in-law's house and start a fire in her wood stove because she has no idea how to start a fire.
Not that hard.
No, and uh, I'm trying to be cool because she was in Florida for so long and California before that, and then I have to, don't want to get into it. She's got enough going on, but she said something to me once about like, "Oh, how much do you know about fire?" And it was funny because the wife just laughed out loud, like right at her. She's like, "What?" She's like, "He was a fire marshal." He's like, "If he's saying it about fire, it's probably accurate."
Yeah.
And this is interesting. I think I might have mentioned that we just had a coach. I might not have shared it last week because I couldn't find out why. But a girls rugby coach in the Wheeling College here in West Virginia they just canned the coach for the women's rugby team. Couldn't find out why, and now I just found out today. He end of the season party allowed the 21 years plus members of the team to drink, and he
Hmm.
got canned for this. But these students are even allowed to drink on campus if they're of legal age. So I'm not sure what I think of this.
Yeah, that's not right. If they're allowed to drink already and he wasn't allowing the underage people to drink, I don't, yeah.
Yeah, and not only did the coach get canned, but the athletes involved were all suspended for part of next season too.
Wow.
I thought it was kind of messed up. He's filing paperwork for wrongful termination. This story is probably going to disappear, but I'm going to try to keep on it.
Yeah.
Uh, this is great. U.S. deficit unexpectedly falls to 5-year low as exports surge. No, this is exactly what uh, Trump told us was going to happen with his tariffs, right?
Hmm.
Because we had to. His big deal with the tariffs was to get new trade deals so they were more fair because there was a trade deficit. This makes perfect sense. Now we're forcing people to stop charging us, or we're going to charge them too.
Yep.
And it bothers me that these, which outlet is this? Oh, Epoch Times. These outlets are just shocked. It's like, dude, you guys keep being surprised by exactly what you're being told is going to happen as it happens. So not only is the deficit fallen, but now he's talking about a $12 billion payout for farmers that might have been affected because of the tariffs.
Hmm.
Uh,
You missed the whole section.
did I? Oh, I
Yeah.
did. All right. Well, we'll finish this up and get to that. My mistake. When you closed the other one, it popped up on me and I didn't notice.
It's always my fault.
No, it was my own fault. I usually pay attention and notice it right away. Uh, oh, and the Treasury Secretary is saying now working American households will get up to 2K refunds in the first quarter.
But they're still
This,
not saying if it's going to be an actual check or it's just going to be part of your tax return.
it said large refunds. So I thought it said in the article that it was tax refunds, but maybe not.
Well, I never get a tax refund, so that means I'm
No,
not
you just
getting
would
it
have to
right.
pay less to be the same thing, though. Yeah, it doesn't actually specifically say, does it?
No.
So, all right. Looks like it might just be he has a check for 2 grand, you know? All right. Oh yeah, I did them in this order because there's going to flow right out of West Virginia from local. A woman here in West Virginia has been arrested. She's being charged with stopping the police from responding to an emergency under probable cause. The cops were there talking to her, and then they heard what sounded like a struggle and screaming in the house, and she barred their way. This house is known as the Rainbow House. It is a almost shelter halfway house kind of thing
Hmm.
for the LGBTQ community.
Okay.
Yes. Uh, why didn't you want the police responding to what sounded like a battle?
No idea.
Yeah. Don't know what's going on back there, but I'm sure the police went in anyway once they put her in cuffs. But so I mean, it might have just been people wrestling for all we know. But uh, yeah, you can't be doing that kind of shit.
Nope.
Huh. Speaking of the alphabet community, what's Biden came out again? I guess I've been hearing about this. I never watched it because I don't care enough anymore.
Yeah, he came out again.
Yeah, and
He couldn't say United States of America.
the thing.
He called the United States of Amerigotti.
Oh my God. You know, whatever. Just let that poor man stay at home with a blanket on his legs
Yeah, his hairy
and take naps.
legs.
Yeah, and take a nap in the sun and just let him, you know what I mean? Just let him be an old man. Oh, this is interesting. Uh, Not a big Gwen Stefani fan. I do remember way back when she was in No Doubt when she was very young, but apparently she's Catholic
Hmm.
and has joined up with some app, some Catholic app. And she's saying like, you should pray and all this stuff, just be a good person.
Yeah.
And some left-wing activist social media person went nuts saying like, JD Vance is involved with this thing too. She must be the devil. She says don't, no abortions. It's like, well, yeah, like this doesn't make people evil because they don't want to kill babies. It's like they just see the world. It's one thing to say, hey, they're killing babies, they're evil, even if they see the world differently. But the guy who
Right.
says, don't kill the babies, you can't even say he's evil. Criminy,
Apparently,
dude.
apparently you can.
Yeah, apparently you can. And then Don Lemon said that Megyn Kelly was a clockable trans woman.
I don't even know what that means.
I think that means not passing. Like I could tell that's really a dude. And it just makes me want to ask one more time. It's like I thought a trans woman was a real woman. I thought this wasn't anything to offend someone with. I thought it wasn't possible to offend people with this because it was reality around us. How
And
come the
this
left?
is this is a known homosexual saying this.
Yeah, but he also hates white dudes, but he's married to a white guy, you know? Uh
A lot of double standards there.
yeah, I don't know how much of it he actually believes either, honestly, but I'm seeing it from the left a lot when they're saying none of this stuff is offensive. None of this stuff, you know what I mean? And it's like, don't even make comments like that because that just puts all these people down and they want to kill themselves. And then they turn around and do the exact same thing that they just said makes people kill themselves. It's like, we're supposed to treat trans women like they're actual natural born women, or else they'll go home and kill themselves, they're telling us. And this guy coming out and saying, Megan Kelly, you don't even look like a real woman. I don't know about you, but she looks like a woman to me.
Yeah, me too.
I've seen, especially lately, I've seen enough folks that
Hmm.
wander back and forth across that line, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And shit, Claire, good friend of ours,
Hmm.
uh, been on this treatment long enough, starting to actually take on feminine characteristics, but that's not something that just happens.
No.
Especially when you already have like the square jawline, the broad shoulders, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
The narrower hips.
Yep.
Of course, then you also got Blair White. You ever seen Blair White on YouTube?
No.
Trans woman. If this person did not come on and say I am trans, you wouldn't believe it.
Okay.
Not even kidding you. It's like wow. But that must have been a very feminine looking young man. You know what I mean? Not to mention the what like D cup breast implants put in, you know. uh, but it's funny because Blair White argues trans people all the time, and especially the ones that are like non-binary or two-spirited.
Two-spirited.
Yeah, BLM's back in the news.
Yep.
So
The
what's going
Oklahoma
on this?
City leader was charged with wire fraud of over $13 million by the DOJ.
So hold on, the leader of Oklahoma City stole money from Black Lives Matter, then, right? Because they're obviously the victims.
No,
Oh, he's the
he,
Oklahoma City leader of Black Lives Matter.
yeah.
Oh,
He's accused of routing return bill checks into personal accounts for travel and real estate.
this is this is becoming a big scam, isn't it?
Yep.
And not just BLM, but I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of this money has been donated to different organizations, has been buying property and houses.
Yeah,
So this
they raised $5.6 million beginning in 2020, which include major grants from the Community Justice Exchange, the Massachusetts Bail Fund, and the Minnesota Freedom Fund.
5.6 million, you said?
Yeah.
Uh, if you pay attention to what you're doing and are frugal, you could retire with that much money sitting in your bank account in cash.
Oh yeah.
I am worth significantly less than $5 million, and I no longer have to work. Um, Granted, I pay close attention to what's going on, so I've invested at the exact right time and bailed out at the exact right time. Like that silver I just mentioned to you, was it 2 weeks ago
Yeah.
or a week ago? I
Hmm.
sold 50 ounces of silver when it was on a peak, like $58 and like 56 cents. So I'm gonna fix my truck with it. Then in 6 months or a year or 5 years, when silver's back down, I'm gonna buy it back. But yeah, 5 million now, $7 million, you could live comfortably the rest of your life by simply placing it in the bank and living off the interest and never ever touching the principal. That's true wealth. Never even have to worry about money. Just like I have a monthly budget of 8 grand that comes in from interest. All right. Now, okay. Georgia State Representative Henderson has been charged with stealing about 18,000 in pandemic unemployment money. This is
Hmm.
from CBS Atlanta. Nowhere in this article could I find what party this person was affiliated with. So
Oh, you know.
I'm going to assume Democrat because they always point out Republican.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, there's been a whole lot of we're finding out about this pandemic money that was just and this is something that everyone said was that this was going to be completely abused. All this money's going to get stolen from the people.
Yeah, and it was.
And then you were shut down and weren't allowed to speak anymore if you said that.
Right. Because that was a bad thing to say.
Uh they keep getting busted. And you know what? Nothing's gonna happen. These people aren't even gonna lose their jobs, I bet. And she's just a state rep, not even like a federal representative. I bet she gets to keep her job over this. Maybe not. 18K, might just make her pay it back. Or even nothing. Just like, what are we gonna do about it? This is a good one. Woman in Orange County says she registered her dog to vote to make a point, she said. The problem is her dog cast at least one vote that went through and a second on one that was caught and questioned when she was discovered. Um,
It must be a state where they don't check your ID or some
Orange
other.
County, it's probably California. I think I
Yeah,
read that in here.
that is Orange County,
Well,
California.
there's one in Florida too.
Okay. Well, I'm sure Florida's got an ID you have to show.
Yeah, Costa Mesa woman accused of registering a dog to vote in two Southern California elections made her first court appearance Tuesday in Westminster. Laura Lee Urich, 62, charged with one felony count of perjury, one felony count of procuring or offering a false or forged document to be filed, two felony counts of casting a ballot when not entitled to vote, and one felony count of registering non-existent person to vote. The charges stem from the mail-in ballots cast in the 2021 California gubernatorial recall elections of the 2022 primary election that the authorities said were cast in her dog Maya Jean's name. Holy crap, that entire paragraph was 2 sentences. Yeah, I don't think she was trying to make a point. I think she was trying to get extra votes in. Because if you were trying to make a point, you would have registered the dog and then reported it and not cast a vote with the dog, right?
Yeah.
And this is something that's been brought up, especially the dead people voting that they keep telling us isn't happening. And it's like, I remember, was it 2016, more people voted in Massachusetts than lived in Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's not possible.
No, all these legitimate votes. Like, that's more than the population. First of all, what are the odds you get 100% turnout, right?
Never.
Yeah, let alone 110% turnout. So are people voting twice? Or the dead voting?
Dead or
I
voting, of
mean,
course.
it's possible. It goes back a long way. There's a lot of dead people there. I mean, like Paul Revere, all them. Boston has a lot of history, and Plymouth too. Which is funny. We talk about the history of Boston, or the United States. Oh yeah, the Big Dig was such a big problem when they put the highway underground in Boston because every time they dug a hole, they found an arrowhead or a crate of tea. And it's like,
Yeah.
yes. And in Crete, every time they dig a hole, they find ancient ruins from 4,000 years ago and throw them over the fence of the neighbor's yard. So it's their problem. uh, all right. Let's talk about Jasmine Crockett, Brian.
Oh, exciting
I know.
news.
Huh?
Exciting news.
Always.
She's going to be running for Senate in the great state of Texas
You know why, right?
to keep her public persona out.
Well, yeah, her district no longer exists. Like the federal courts passed Texas's new redistricting.
Mm-hmm.
Crockett's district doesn't exist the way it did. There's no way she could win. But she's saying that she has a chance to turn red Texas blue running for
Yeah.
Senate the same way Mom Donnie won in the Democrat state. And it's like, first of all, he was in a city that
Mm-hmm.
votes communist and Democrat anyway.
Yeah.
Uh, and what's his word salad one? I don't remember which one this one was. She said a bunch of dumb stuff. Uh, poison, Democrat vote, Senate. Oh my God. Oh, this is when, okay. This is when they were asking about the Latin voters and how they vote 55% Trump. He said, all those people in Texas, there's a bunch of them. The Latin dudes are going to vote against you. And she's like, oh, that's because they have slave mentalities. And it's like, no, bitch. They left their shitty situation. Okay. Even if they came here illegally, at least they left their shitty situation. They didn't just stay there and get whipped.
Right.
Okay. She says some of the dumbest stuff, and she said it in the too many words. She just sounded stupid. And then she went out and challenged the Republicans, or anyone, to find any example of the Democrats calling for any kind of violence because she was talking about right wing rhetoric.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my goodness, did the Republican Party online respond? There's so many good ones. Not only are we gonna punch back, but we about to beat you down is a quote from her. But she said, I literally have never said anything to invoke violence. I challenge someone to go find a clip of a Democrat invoking violence. And oh my goodness, it's great. It goes back to Biden's Secretary of Commerce, Gina Raimondo, from 2024 of September, saying, let's extinguish him for good, referring to Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Maxine Waters, when he said, make sure we show up in their face, get in their face, tell them they're not welcome here anywhere.
Right.
Jeffries suggested to fellow travelers back in January that when it comes to Trump, we're going to fight it legislatively, we're going to fight it in the courts, and we're going to fight it in the streets. Swalwell, when they go low, we're going to bury them below the Capitol. It goes on and on. There's pages of this. But they keep saying the right wing is the violent. Trump said, fight like hell. It's like, you said assassinate the man, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then called him Hitler, and that's why you should assassinate him. And for the love of God, how many people were online were cheering when Trump got shot at and saying, man, if only his aim was a little bit better.
A lot.
Yeah. Dear God. Uh anyway. Yeah, like I said, she was talking about New York, and Mom Donnie is proof that she's gonna win in Texas. It's like, okay, that makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't. Doesn't make any
Yeah,
sense at all.
yeah. But now Mom Donnie's gone and appointed a convict in the transition team, to take office. And see if I can. I don't remember exactly what it was. I want to say it was larceny, but maybe not. Dear God. See, why do they always bury the damn lead in all these stories? Black and black, yeah, gun violence, legislation advocacy. Two armed robberies of taxi drivers. It's literally, God, it's like the last sentence in the article. Why don't you tell us what he's been convicted of first, right?
Yeah, no, no, no. That's not how it works. Because I think
Yeah,
the average reader is going to get bored after the first two paragraphs.
that's why you're
It's
supposed to put
just,
the big news in the first
well,
paragraph.
that's how I was taught journalism, but that's not
I was
how
gonna say I took a
journalists.
journalism class, right?
Yeah, but that's
Who,
not what
what,
they
where,
do
when, and
anymore.
how go in the first paragraph, right?
Nope, not anymore. That goes in the last paragraph on page 28.
And the idea was you're only going to read 2 or 3 paragraphs unless it's extra interesting. Because, and that's the thing is you're getting less reads now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the guy's a armed robber, and you put him in charge of the transition team to take over New York City. All right, well, I mean, second chances and all, I guess, but you couldn't find anyone better.
Well, he's making a point, so he doesn't care about anyone better.
I guess so. And now he's saying that telling people how to avoid getting picked up by ISIS is as American as apple pie.
Yeah,
Uh no, no. Where are people getting this stuff from? Like, I swear, listening to a Democrat fucking quote the Constitution is like listening to an atheist quote the Bible. They
exactly.
don't really know what they're saying. They don't know what it means.
No,
It-
definitely not.
Did did anyone has anyone told these people that lying to a federal agent, these are not police officers, these are federal agents,
Right.
and lying to a federal agent is a crime.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can in fact go to prison for lying to a federal agent.
Yep.
Maybe they need to start locking people up who are like, no, I don't know where Juan is, and Juan's in their kitchen. Maybe you should arrest them too. Just like I said, we should seize the businesses of people found knowingly employing illegal immigrants.
Right.
Seize the business off, auction off the pieces of it to their competitors. Speaking of seizing stuff, dear God, we got a big one when it comes down to war tonight.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
This is interesting. Did you share this one? The DOT in New York, or the DOT talking about New York City?
Mm-mm, I didn't share that.
Okay. The Department of Transportation is talking about withdrawing $73 million of funding to New York.
Didn't they try to do that in California already for the same thing?
Well, they found that's still in process. We'll see how that goes. More than half of the CDL drivers in New York, licensed out of New York, were American citizens. Less than half.
Mm-hmm.
Dear God, dude. The, and this, what we need to do is like I don't know, one of these big news networks needs to make it a point of covering every single situation they can of a semi-driver that's not a citizen
They're
doing
not going to do
anything.
that.
I don't know. We saw how much did we see about all these people getting run over by trains in New York before Hochul deployed the National Guard, which I still laugh once again. Crime got out of control. New York City deployed the National Guard, and now they're upset that the president wants to deploy the National Guard because crime's gotten out of control.
Right.
Uh, yeah, I don't know where I-5 is,
California.
but
It's the major
yeah.
highway. It's like I-95 on the West Coast. It runs all the way from
Oh, okay.
California all the way up to Washington State. I've driven it many
Yeah, well,
times.
a semi-driver without a CDL license or insurance was arrested after injury on Thursday.
Seems to me like the people that hired him should have a problem with this too, you know. How did he get behind the
He
wheel of
didn't
a
even
semi? Did he steal the semi? Of
Yeah, he didn't even have a license. And by the way, he was Mexican too.
course.
So not a citizen and didn't even get a fake license. This guy didn't even freaking go get the
Was he
easy
driving a
legal.
Mexican truck across the border?
I doubt it, but maybe.
It is in Washington State, so
But it said he didn't have a CDL in Mexico either.
okay. Yeah, okay. Well,
So
but in Mexico they may just let anybody drive a truck without a CDL.
maybe,
But
and
you
that
would
scares
think
me.
when he crosses the border, his credentials would be checked.
Yeah, that's how long is everyone going to wait in line at the border if they're checking the license of every truck driver coming? Well, I guess their own couple lanes. Yeah. All right. Minnesota college officials physically oh yeah,
Minnesota just wants
to
to be in the
block ICE.
news.
What's that?
Minnesota just wants to be in the news all the time now.
Yeah, they're trying to catch up with Virginia, I guess.
They're doing a pretty good job.
But yeah, they physically blocked ICE agents to shield an illegal registered sex offender student. So he was here illegally,
How'd that
and
go for the college students, college officials? What I'm sure they were arrested too.
that's an excellent question, Brian. This is your article because I'm assuming because it's the Bo Snerdley report, the Daily BS. Uh, apparently, it believes its campus policies outranked federal law. Augsburg University found itself under harsh national spotlight after the Department of Homeland Security revealed that campus officially actively interfered with immigration and customs enforcement during the arrest of Jesus Sosedo Portillo, an illegal alien registered sex offender and convicted impaired driver.
They were using Campton security can block ICE.
Yeah. Well, I hope they were all arrested uh, because that's ridiculous. And no, just constantly standing in the way, doing the I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you. That's bullshit for 5-year-olds. No one in real life believes that.
Well, the university president swears up and down that ICE didn't have a warrant,
Does it
claim it
matter?
was contradicted by DHS, and that they're saying that campus, the rules of the campus supersede the federal government. So we'll see how that plays out in court.
Oh, is that why you're allowed to beat the fuck out of Jews on campus at like Harvard and Mizzou? That must make perfect sense why they're allowed to do that. Yeah, and even if you think that I'm sure you were taught this as you were getting old enough to go out of the house alone, probably around the time you got a driver's license. Do what the fuck the cops say. Because if
Yeah.
the cops are wrong, it'll be found out later. If you get into a fight with the cops, you might get shot, right?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Or at least do something you're definitely going to go to jail for. I can't imagine being the fucking idiot who just has to stand there and block ICE. Be like, I'm going to go to prison for this. Like,
Well,
wouldn't
this
you
is
just?
the university president telling them to do it. So
I'd quit my job in a heartbeat. Like, no way am I stopping federal agents from doing their job. It's like I'm unarmed. You won't even let me have a taser. He's got an M4. You know,
Right.
you won't let me carry pepper spray.
Because pepper spray is illegal on campus.
Pepper spray is illegal in international warfare. It's a
Unless you're
chemical
a
weapon.
DoorDasher.
Was that
Unless you're a DoorDasher and you put it on people's food you're delivering to.
someone did that?
Yeah.
That's vicious. That's oof. That's funny as I mentioned Nick Fuentes earlier, but and you mentioned DoorDash. He's actually right now facing charges. It wasn't DoorDash, it was some rando who came up and like pounded on his door and started screaming at him.
Mm-hmm.
He pepper sprayed her in the face and just pushed her down his front steps and closed and locked the door. Probably not the way to handle that, but it's
No.
pretty funny. Anyway, back on ice. Who's our favorite illegal immigrant in the United States
Oh,
right
he's
now?
supposed to be in 5 different countries right now.
Yeah,
But
I
he's
thought it was
still
more
in
than that,
America
honestly.
and now he's free.
Why now?
I don't know because somebody said, hey, you know, he's got to be free. The federal judge said it, and all of a sudden the Trump administration agreed with him.
But hasn't this guy got like 3 or 4 orders of deportation, and like 2 of them he agreed to?
Yeah, and then he's also a suspected MS-13 gang member, which he swears up and down he's not. So,
And human trafficker. That's what got him on the radar was him driving back and forth across the border with a van full of people.
but you don't have to be MS-13 to do that. That could have been
No, but
close. Their
MS-13 is no,
relatives.
but MS-13 has been known to have been doing that lately to bring their gang into this country and set up shop and take over buildings and city blocks.
That's never happened. There's no proof of that.
Okay, it happened, but it was only a little bit. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? It's happening
Yeah,
widespread,
only happened in Colorado.
but it's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah, that apartment complex is much better off with MS-13 in charge.
Yeah. I remember when this happened. I actually said that. It's like it's not happening. Okay, it's only happening a little bit, but it's not that big a deal. Okay, it's widespread, but it's a good thing. We did this on purpose. It seems they're still doing that same formula. I don't know if you've noticed.
Oh
But
yeah, it worked. So why not keep it up? It works.
yeah, well, I mean that's exactly what just happened with the truck drivers. They're not driving trucks. And then a handful show up in the news, like, okay, but it's only a couple. And now it's been so many, like, yeah, but you know what? How many of them are driving that aren't wrecking? And how much less money are we paying for our goods because they're driving their trucks? And it's like, oh,
None, because just because they're not getting paid the same amount, the trucking companies are
still
still
getting paid.
charging the same amount.
Yeah, the rich people make more money instead of the American citizens that could be driving the truck instead. Well, shit, the fucking pot farm with child slaves, dude. It was crazy. That blew my mind. And that just went away. No one cared. Oh, my mistake. I put the share the social media in here twice, I guess. My mistake. So Tim Walz was asked about these Somalis, uh, with all the fraud that they did because during COVID and everything.
Yeah.
And he immediately started blaming white people. He's like,
Of
"Oh,
course.
white dudes commit plenty of crimes, and we do something about it." It's like, you do something about the white guys committing the crimes.
He
That's the
is
difference.
white. Isn't Tim Walz white?
Yeah, he's a white guy who eats white guy tacos.
Or should I say Coach Walls?
Yeah, I would not. I would not call that guy coach. I bet his football team. I bet the cheerleaders win in the powder puff game. You guys had powder puff when you were a kid, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I bet his team loses on the powder puff game to the cheerleaders.
probably. Yeah,
Question.
so the
Oh, go ahead.
Somalis aren't supposed to be held accountable for fraud, but but we don't have it in here, but I saw another article today that there's like three states that are involved in fraud now. Maine being another one that's been accused of massive fraud.
Yeah, I saw a couple. Massachusetts was involved. Um, they're probably in that article, actually. I'm not sure. Or in one of these articles somewhere.
Well, it's
But
interesting. Massachusetts, Maine, and Minnesota, what do they
there you
all
go.
have in common?
They all start with M.
Well, that's one, yeah, yeah. And they're all run by Democrats.
Massachusetts got approved to redistrict their congressional districting maps.
So how many they're getting rid of all the Republicans?
Yes, but they've already done that.
That's what I'm saying.
I laughed, and everyone's like, "Yeah!" I'm like, you guys don't even know how your own state votes.
Where they're going to have negative Republicans in office, negative
Yeah, it's like
number.
California, Michigan, you lose, or yeah, Michigan, Montana, you lose one. Just don't get to put a guy in office.
Well, I think their idea of redistricting in Massachusetts is they're going to create more seats for Democrats.
But how? It's one congressional person for each so many citizens. Like realistically, all they could do now is decide how far left it's going to be,
Yeah,
or or accidentally pop out a Republican where they think it's going to go far left, but it won't,
right.
which will make me laugh my ass off if Massachusetts at the midterms gets a Republican Congress member. All right, Minnesota. This is hilarious. Minnesota has to pay the $250 million to the welfare fraud. And again for the cleanup costs. I'm not sure exactly what that.
The taxpayers of Minnesota.
Yeah, exactly. The taxpayers have to pay for this fraud because it has to come out of the coffers. There you go. In the wake of a years-long $250 million welfare fraud scheme, Minnesota taxpayers will now finance a pricey state-level cleanup effort, effectively paying for the failure twice after state officials missed repeated warnings. Uh, $250 million.
That's a hell of a lot of money.
And it's funny. Why don't we have free health insurance? Maybe if we weren't giving $250 million just to Minnesota for rich people to stuff in their pockets, claiming they have 60 sick kids. Not if we're going to fund 3 or 4 foreign wars at a time. I'm not for universal health care personally, but I would not be opposed to like more than what's required right now. Right now, if you're dying, the hospital cannot say no. You're
No.
just going to be in debt the rest of your life. I'm not opposed to saying if you're dying, you don't have to pay for that. I'm willing to say if you break your arm, we'll cover it as the taxpayer. But
Mhm.
we have to stop spending all this money overseas if we want to pull something like that off.
Yeah. And Trump's
We're
been trying to do that.
Yeah, I mean, basically the reason why all these European nations can do it is because we've been covering their defense.
Yeah. Did you see I don't think it's in here, but some representative is putting in a motion through the government to pull out of NATO.
You don't know which country?
Yes.
Oh,
He wants the United States to leave NATO.
I think that's more of a threat. I think this is a tactic to get
Because he
NATO.
says NATO was created to protect Europe from Russia, the United Soviets, the USSR. The
United
USSR doesn't
Soviet
exist
Socialist Republic.
anymore, so there's no reason for the US to be part of NATO.
I can understand that, and then just be allies with NATO,
Yeah, but we wouldn't be subject to
obligated.
Article 5 anymore.
Yeah, I understand that logic, but I also wonder how differently the Second World War would have turned out had we got involved before Japan attacked Pearl Harbor. Like we only went to war with Germany because Germany declared war on the United States after the United States declared war on Japan.
Hmm.
I'm just wondering, had we got involved earlier, if lives might have been saved, or if it would have been more lives lost and more of a traditional trench warfare style.
I don't know.
I think Guapo's here. I'm not sure.
He's
I'm here.
coming.
All right.
I hear. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, my camera's not working.
because that new
That's all right.
laptop you got.
He doesn't have his hair on. You got a new laptop?
No, wait.
I'm joking.
Don't believe Brian, dude.
Oh shit, he's got a webcam set up somewhere besides on top of his computer. Like I
No
did.
way. Let me look at this.
I just saw
Okay.
the back of his computer.
Yeah, the laptop is over.
Yeah.
He's
I
using
got
his
my
cell
camera
phone. I
sitting
think
on top of my
your
computer.
cell phone is camera, right?
No, I got a camera separate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As I come down, oops.
Oops.
That's not real.
No.
Nice.
That's definitely not because it's no, it's that fake
That's a
Delta 8
tobacco
shit.
pipe.
I've smoked tobacco out of glass plenty of times.
That's what you're supposed to do.
My fly swatter.
That's why you
Mine's electric.
got flies in this time
Fruit
of
flies.
year.
Fruit flies and stuff.
Why do you have fruit flies?
Because he hasn't taken his cans out yet.
Oh,
My
okay.
potatoes and stuff.
Okay.
I tried to have baked potato a couple nights ago, and I'm like, honey, we can plant these potatoes now.
The other night I had a sirloin steak, baked potato, and a salad.
Nice.
Oh my god, it was so good. I was like, oh, it's a nice fatty cut. I was like, oh,
But
it's
you didn't have any
so
cream
good.
cheese on your baked potato.
No, I do not cheese my taters.
Yeah,
There's a reason for
sour
that.
cream.
I can have a little bit of dairy. I just have to pick and choose when, and that's not a time for cheese. I can do butter, peppers, onions, and bacon.
You know what? Going crazy on now? Salads, dude. I put like
I love salads.
I do
Especially
put different stuff.
And throw some chicken, like leftover chicken from last night on it.
No, I got some nuts and French. I go crazy with my salad, dude. Corn, whatever, beans.
I put a lot of stuff in there, but not corn. I'll put like
He
peppers,
puts street
onions.
corn on his salad.
Oh, dude, I love street corn.
It's maize.
So even what about
the other Virginia guy shows up after we talked about the dispensary showing up Virginia soon and the pot in Virginia as we get to the dispensaries of Minnesota.
In Minnesota, they've got they're facing a supply shortage after legalization.
Their
Really?
policies they put in place make it almost impossible.
That's probably what's going to happen in Virginia too when it comes right down
Yeah.
to it.
They're saying some of these farms that have permits from Minnesota to like grow stuff have just a massive backstock just sitting in storage because they can't just drive a truck out and deliver it.
Oh, didn't Trump just schedule them to Schedule 3 drugs?
He's talking about it. That hasn't been lowered yet.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna be down in the same category as caffeine if it goes through.
so what does that mean, like for CDL drivers? I just
mean-
asking for a friend.
I don't think that your CDL rules are going to change,
Not
but
at
it'll
all.
mean that the product will be federally taxed. That's what it's all about is federal taxation.
All that
Yeah.
money sitting around.
And it'll also make it easier on the dispensaries because then they'll be able to use the federal banking system to do their cash.
That's more money
yeah.
to get taxed too.
That's fine. Oh, geez,
Mhm.
you keep inviting more and more people, huh?
I invited him when I didn't think the other one was coming. So
All right. For Tranny
it's a
shows up,
party. I didn't invite her.
it's got enough going on for a while, huh?
Yep.
Oh,
he's-
Jesus Christ, he's
he's
sideways.
driving.
It's
He's
down
sideways.
under. It's down under.
Well, him
It's
in
just-
Australia, lad.
This is what happens when you're down under. You're sideways.
Just like a French kid, but only down under.
Ah, so,
Yeah,
by
right.
the way, okay, so I watched First Blood again because, like I said, every week we mention a movie. I'm like, what a great movie this was. And of course, the way you guys were just talking to him, now I have to watch Tom Selleck's Quigley Down Under.
Oh. I saw it the other day. It was good, dude.
Jeez. But yeah, it's funny after you mentioned First Blood, it started showing up in my feed on my streaming services,
Oh, okay.
Hey,
and I
hey,
was like,
is it a
oh,
Christmas movie? Yes or no?
yeah. If Die Hard counts, then this counts, and
I
First
can't
Blood
figure
was
out
better
where to
than
watch
Die Hard.
Die Hard for Christmas. I don't know what streaming service it's
Prime,
on.
dude. Prime is show. You got Prime?
It's on
Yeah,
HBO, I
Prime.
think.
I don't think it's on
HBO.
Prime.
Might be on Disney.
Might be, I don't know. I just know that I have it because it keeps showing my suggested stuff when I'm at home screen. But we don't have cable or satellite. We just have streaming service.
Don't you?
You know? What?
No, I was talking about Starlink, but
Well, it's convenient because I can take my Fire Stick with me
mm-hmm.
and have all of my same services with me when I'm on vacation or something, you know? Or shit, come downstairs down here, plug it into my computer and watch something I don't want the kids watching. You're like, I want to watch Showgirls or something, which I just dated myself
Yeah,
quoting
it's
that
on
movie.
Prime. I can watch it in 4K on Prime.
Yeah, you can no, okay. It'll say 4K, but it'll still only be whatever it was recorded in.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't recorded in 4K in the
No, what was that? 88, like 92, maybe.
Let me look. I got it up on IMDb right now.
That was a long time ago.
1988, the year after I graduated from
Oh!
high school.
You graduated high school in 88?
87.
Oh my God, I was 6.
We've had this conversation before. I'm old as dirt.
I just want to point out Brian is this old, but he did nothing during slavery. Okay?
No.
Think that's despicable and deplorable. All right. Whew. While we're talking about Minnesota still, Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy,
Yeah.
is running for governor as a Republican.
Minnesota.
I don't even know if he'll make it past the primary.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. Wasn't he involved in some kind of scandal recently?
It was.
He was part of he was one of the big people that
Election denying.
Yeah, the election denier. Yeah, he was huge on it. He was all over anybody that listened to him, he talked about the Dominion voting machines and stuff. So
Yeah, I think he got sued for that too.
Oh, he pretty much lost everything over it.
They didn't Alex Jones him, but they did get him pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, he lost all his My Pillows in the actual stores. You can only buy them online again. You know, he had contracts with all the major retailers for My Pillow.
He's doing a lot of codes he's doing to podcasters now, like paying them to put their code out there, like, go there with use promo code, Jeffrey and Brian,
Can we get him as a sponsor?
Maybe we'll shoot him a message. I'm sure from what I've heard, most of these places that do that will give you back like 10% of what they bring in from your people to use your link.
So it's like an Amazon affiliate link.
Kinda.
Which we can set that up too.
There you go.
Anytime you buy something on Amazon, we get a piece of the pie.
We just have to keep plugging Amazon for everyone, or you and I use the Jeffrey and Brian show every time we buy shit on Amazon. And then we use that to pay for the show stories.
It'll save you drinking Bud Light every episode, mate.
I got a big giant Bud Light.
He's got Bud Light. He's just waiting for you to show up to drink it.
Yeah,
brother.
I just sold 50 ounces of silver when it was almost $60 an ounce. I'm okay for a little while. Brian, I gave you a nice chunk to pay for the show, didn't I?
Half.
I thought I gave you a 55, but either way, maybe it was only 50.
It was 54. It's 108.
My mistake. Cool. Oh, my mistake. I didn't know. Well, that's right. I just clicked on whatever you said because you asked for so much. I was like, that's good.
Oh, that's where I screwed up. Next time it'll be 108 next time. But
yeah, Guapo, I think you'd appreciate this, man. A week or so ago, I went out, drove 2.5 hours.
I was telling him about this.
Yeah. Dumped, I think it was 50 ounces of silver.
Damn.
When it was like 58, 56 an ounce.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up getting about $47 an ounce because you're not going to get.
Yeah, you're not gonna get a spot
Yeah,
price.
yeah. But dude, last time I bought silver, I paid $35 an ounce.
God damn, man. I remember when I was buying like for $22 an ounce. I was like,
Yeah, that's
Oh,
how I
yeah,
oh
was buying it.
and
Yeah.
you were jumping on it, weren't you?
no, no, I just
Oh, hey, not you
I,
wish you did.
I was bankrupt. I mean, I was going
I got
bankrupt.
1 ounce of silver at $20 an ounce. I still got it. I found it.
Mm.
Yeah, and look how much it's worth now, Brian. I was right, wasn't I?
Yeah, I should have bought more.
And
Yeah.
Guapo was right too. But yeah, I thought he'd appreciate me going out there and cashing in at the high.
Wait for the low. Oh, the other thing too, like
Oh,
that's
I
the
gotta
other
fix
thing.
the brakes in my truck.
A lot of people buy and the high and dump on low, which is kind of
It's
nonsense.
because they
They
sell
need
it
the
low because they
money.
panic. Because they
Yeah.
panic. Oh, I don't
Yeah,
want to lose more.
yeah,
But then as it goes up, they buy it, and it's like it's already too late now.
yeah. So I would just have to wait for the other dump. People just panic. Like let me.
It'll happen. Yeah, it'll happen. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a bunch back when I get the chance. But yeah, I did this because I got the wife moved some stuff from my house to the mother-in-law's house next door, and she said something popped and the brakes didn't work, and I was like, great.
Hey, let me ask you this. Hold on, before you change subject. Do you have to put like information that you saw that much silver or not?
Yes.
Well, I
Technically,
went to one of
yes.
those. It was called like
The coin
gold
store.
treasure or treasure chest or something like that. The treasure chest is a strip club
That
in
was
Virginia.
it. Doesn't exist
Oh, it's
anymore.
gone.
They made it a Wawa.
Mm.
It
It's
was
like a
funny because
coin store, basically, or
I went to a place that bought silver and gold.
okay.
That was what they did. No pawn shop, none of that.
Mm.
He had me sign paperwork like, yeah, this much out, this much at this rate. And
Hmm.
basically, that paperwork was saying, like, this is not a pawn shop. You cannot come back within 30 days and buy this back. This is ours.
Yeah, of
Hmm.
course.
Yeah.
And then he asked me, he's like, would you like your paperwork? And I said, what do I want that for? And he said, for tax purposes. So I said, what do I want that for? And he laughed.
Hmm.
I was like, that's why I asked for cash.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did cut me a $1,000 check, then gave me the rest in cash. But I was like, $1,000 going into my account. IRS won't notice that unless I get audited. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I remember when I had to like sell some gold. I had the gold little 1/10 of an ounce, and
Yeah.
I dropped like 10 of them, and I got $1,000. I didn't have to do no paperwork. But another time that I went to dump a little bit more gold, they're like, "Hey, we need information." I'm like, oh.
Depends on where you go, probably too.
Same place, same place.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
that's fine.
Like
Let them
years
have
later.
your info.
Yeah.
Let them have your info because that's just proving that they're not cheating the system. If they get audited, the IRS is not going to go to every single person they bought gold from.
Mm.
So let them have their paperwork. That's fine.
Yeah.
Especially if you're walking out with cash in hand.
Hmm.
Good luck catching me doing this shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, he got a machine, a sweet machine. I remember I was there once, and this guy like, "Hey man, I got this necklace. I want to sell it to you." Like, okay, cool. He put it in this like, machine. It's like I scan it to see how much silver was it. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's 100% silver." You're like, oh, what? That's badass. This is like a copy machine type of deal. Just went G, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got another one that like you sell like a something. He shoot like a ultrasound or something. I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but it just like reads it like, yeah, this is silver. Like, and
Yeah,
he
the
got
way it vibrates.
it's like I don't know what it was. I forgot, but it was like years ago. In the same place, they got like one of the Rambo's knife too from the movie.
Yeah, the big K bar with
Yeah, like
the
from the
double
movie.
spine
Yeah, from the movie himself. Like he's
with the
selling it for
saw
like,
back.
yeah, I forgot
Well,
how much he was asking for. Like, God damn, that's badass. You know,
when I
it's almost
sold
like
this
a
shit,
pawn shop.
when I saw this shit, the guy just did an acid test. Like
Mhm.
he scraped it on that little chalkboard thing, put the
Mhm.
acid on it and see if it turned colors. He's like, "Yep, pure silver." I was like, "All right," and he
Dude,
picked
like,
like 5 random pieces.
uh
She just seen the look on the dude's face though. I was like, "Oh, I called you on the phone talking about silver a couple hours ago." He's like, I got a lot of that." I was like, "All right,"
huh.
and I was
Oh,
like,
dude, one time I like to
well,
bring
no,
my kids
then I
with
started
me.
pulling stuff out of my pockets, right?
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, "Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's cool too." And then he's like, "You're still pulling. Those are 10-ounce bars." He's like, "Is that a stack of 5-ounce rounds?" I was like, "Yep."
Dude,
But yeah,
I brought
apparently the
my
guy
kids.
hadn't seen that kind move in at one time in a long time.
I brought my kids with me one time, and the guy, the place I go to, he gave my kid one of the original toys, like Vantage toy, made in the U.S. Like, I keep it this bad boy.
Yeah, right. It's still in the
You took
package.
the
No,
toy
no, it's like
away.
actually no, it's a car, and the official price by made in the U.S.
Mm.
Like, I keep it this bad boy, even though the kids get tired of it, I'm gonna keep it.
Have you been claiming your precious metal sales on your taxes?
Nope.
Okay. You're like, no, no. Why would I do that?
No, this is like
That's like when you're on the cruise on the ship. Like, do you have anything you want to declare upon coming back in the United States? You're like, no, I don't. Which I remember having this logic in my head. It's like, well, if they ask me later about something, I can always say, you didn't ask me if I had anything I needed to declare. You asked me if I wanted to.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's fucking sea lawyer logic right there. That would not have held up in a court martial.
No.
According to the seven oceans, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys talk about the fucking Venezuela yet?
Not yet. We'll be
Okay.
getting there. We'll be getting there. But dude, I brought in a bunch of I say a bunch, a handful of diamonds and some gold when I came back on my last cruise. I
Mm,
just built a little steel box. I welded
mm.
together in my shop, went down into a engine room, took out a deck plate and welded it to the bottom of the deck plate and left it down there until we got back in port when I cut it out and had my stuff. Because both of you fellas know as well as I, gear adrift is a gift,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
If that shit ain't locked down, it ain't yours anymore.
Nope.
I'm gonna bring up this other one before we get into foreign and the rest of foreign.
All right, hold on. I'll be back.
Yeah. Um, Bonnie Blue, I think was the name. She's some porn
Yeah,
star, I
money.
guess.
Yeah.
Hearing myself echo back, that's weird. Oh. She got picked up in Bali for pornography.
Yeah,
She's facing like 15 years. She was the one who went to the UK and banged 1,000 guys in 12 hours.
yeah. So for one, what I hear, one of the camera guys at the end of it was puking.
Oh, it must have smelled so bad.
I'm sure.
Oh, and hot, humid, and just
Mm.
oh, dear God, you could probably smell that 3 doors down the hallway in a hotel room. All right.
Not making
Um,
noise.
what's that?
Not mention the noise. Yeah, she came and got to big time.
He's got a terrible signal wherever he is, huh?
Yeah.
She got
Down
her
under.
big right over there now.
Yeah, can't. That's so robot-y. I can't understand a word you're saying yet, bud. He's frozen up now anyway.
I don't even know where you got that article from. So,
On that phone.
It's not in
Phone
here.
voice.
all right, cool.
Yeah, it was something that I've been seeing flying around.
Oh yeah.
Nightclub in India. Oh, go ahead.
Mhm.
What's up?
No, that's a dumbass for going to a Muslim country trying to do porno.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
no, I don't know if she did try to do it there, but she was famous for doing it here, and they got her on it when she got there.
Well,
I think she was doing it again, something like this again over there. That's
yeah,
like
when you
Southern
I-
the
Africa,
car,
isn't it?
the car, no, Bali's in East Asia, dude. Like,
Oh, okay, my
Very,
mistake.
but it's still a conservative country.
yeah, but she got caught with camera, bunch of people with her. So yeah, they're gonna do a gangbang.
So you heard this story as well, then, huh?
Yeah.
Bali's in Indonesia, just above Australia. It's a Muslim country.
Muslim country, yeah. That's not a thing you would do in a Muslim country.
No.
220 million Muslims there.
Hey, you got better internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just going in my driveway. Yeah, 220 Muslims there in Indonesia.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
He's been left to right, gone.
Nightclub in India. I guess it's called Goa. I'm not sure, but had a fire and it reminded me. What was it? Connecticut at a Great White concert.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember it.
That was. I don't remember how many died there, but it was a lot, right?
Yeah.
This nightclub
People
fire.
were trampled.
Yeah, and they
Fire
had
exits
changed.
were locked.
I say they had changed shot of fire exit too because they
Yeah.
worried about people sneaking in to a Great White concert.
Not a
Well,
thing.
Great White was a big deal ish
I've
40
seen
years
I've
ago.
seen him in concert 40 years ago.
How long ago?
I don't know. I was in
Oh,
California, so it's probably 40 years ago I saw
yeah,
him.
they were a big deal in the 80s.
Yeah, that's when I saw him.
Yeah. And shit, I couldn't even tell you a song they did anymore. Did they do Once Bitten, Twice Shy?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. Look
You
at
found a
that.
song.
Remember my early metal? That's cool you saw Great White, though.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, this fire in India killed at least 25 people, including 5 tourists, which I don't, yeah, it's unfortunate tourists died, but it's not cool that the natives, the locals died, you know? But yeah, I immediately went to that Great White concert when all those people died, because I bet that made international news too. I don't know. Am I frozen or is everyone else frozen?
No, you good.
All right, you weren't moving either. I thought you, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
great. Just dead air. Wonderful. Oh, and the repeat offender is unfrozen again.
Is it?
Sorry, like, I'm just walking in. I'll get to Wi-Fi in a second.
Yeah, sounds good. Check this out, Guapo.
Mm-hmm.
Europe has been flooded with cocaine as submarines. They're calling them narco subs, these little like makeshift subs that
Yeah,
only
yeah.
the very top of the vessels above water have been moving
Mm-hmm.
across the Atlantic. And I'm not necessarily saying this is a new phenomena, but now that they're suddenly saying it's flooded with cocaine, I'm wondering if this has anything to do with what Trump's been doing in the Caribbean,
Of
keeping
course.
ships, keeping
You're
boats from
gonna
coming here.
you have to find alternative way to make money, you know. And of course, who else got money, you know, besides the US? Europe.
Jeez,
Mhm.
I can't imagine trying to get from Colombia to Europe on a drug boat in
Probably like
in in
24
the
hour,
winter.
24 hour like bouncing
Well,
back and forth.
yeah, right. You've been in the North Atlantic in the winter, right?
Yeah.
Like even
Unless
aircraft
unless
carriers get
unless you
tossed
go
around
unless you go to Africa,
and then
they go
follow the
to like
coast.
yeah, but I'm trying to see where could you go. Uh Sierra Leone's corrupt. What's the Sahara? Yeah, what's the Sahara of Morocco? And then from then go on.
It's-
All
Yeah.
Russian subs, like, all Russian subs.
I didn't hear anything about Russian subs.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's all Russian
No,
subs,
like,
mate. Yeah.
no, this is Colombia and Venezuela fucking engineering.
These they look like drug cartel subs because they don't actually fully submerge.
Yeah.
But but yeah, I'm wondering exactly if it's that it's become a heavier inflow into Europe because of Trump's actions in
I
the
guarantee
Caribbean.
it. I guarantee it.
I think so
100%.
too. And Brian, I think I made a mistake by having rum tonight instead of beer.
I got both.
I know, but it's so delicious. I might start drinking rum, and I've been intentionally not drinking booze, like liquor.
I usually do like one or two before the show and then one after the show type deal. So, but now I'm having two during the show.
Yeah,
I
this is
also
my
didn't
second
drink
one.
anything before we started recording either. So,
Lately, I haven't been having anything to drink before we started. For a while there, I was having 5 or 6 to even get started because that's how the show started out. Remember,
oh yeah, we watch
we would get
UFC.
we'd watch UFC and drink, and then start talking, and then one day you listen to my buffoonery and actually hit record.
You just made me.
It's a good excuse to get together with some Navy boys and our new Australian buddy.
Yep.
As I don't know what's going on, but it looks like he put his camera phone in the fridge and we're looking at him through the fridge, doesn't it?
He's got Jim Beam in the fridge.
That's what's behind the
Perfect.
team, all.
Perfect, Jim Bean.
There's Woody, there's shit lads in here.
How much are you paying for Jim Bean over there?
Too much, mate.
I can
I
only
believe it.
imagine.
I'm wondering what the liquor tariff and the booze tariff is.
Oh, it's terrible, mate. We pay the highest taxes in the world just about for it. Like that carton, that cost me $55 for 10 cans of Jim Beam.
What the is it? Is it straight up whiskey in there?
Is it mixed?
It's a mixer, but that's
Oh.
6.7%. But we pay high shit, mate. We pay tax on our liquor
4.9.
twice a year.
Mm.
So we get it's not a tariff. It's what do they call it?
Property
not cost
tax?
of living. No.
Property tax?
It goes up every July and every December. Alcohol
yeah.
and tobacco. Excise, like an excise.
Okay.
Sort of.
You see, this is interesting. Why do we tax cigarettes besides to bring in money for the government? Why do we tax cigarettes?
So people don't smoke.
Okay. Why do we tax booze?
So people don't drink.
Yeah.
Why do we tax gambling winnings?
So we can pay for everybody's bad habits.
Okay. So you don't gamble. And then brings up the question, why do we tax income?
Some
Well,
politicians.
Trump's trying to get rid of that.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Don't tax me before I get paid, then tax me again, then tax me again. Like you tax my boss when he makes $1, right? Then he gets taxed when
if the Supreme Court allows Trump's tariffs to stand, we could very well see the income tax greatly reduced.
Get the fucking Congress on board. Get the Congress to vote right now.
They do know about it. This is where a lot of the Democrats are winning these little fucking elections because Trump's tariffs don't kick into January 1. All the benefits you guys won't see until then. So the Democrats are coming through with these little affordability slogans in their elections and that's why they're winning places like Miami and that.
Yeah, I think Trump need to send a message like, hey, I'm trying to work on no more income tax,
He is sending that message.
No. Out loud, like go to, like
big time.
Yeah, like
problem is, it isn't taxation supposed to be a duty of the Congress of the United States?
Yes.
Which I'm surprised that this tariff thing is still in place. Especially how much they hate Trump, honestly, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like for real, get the Congress to vote this into place, saying this is legal.
Yeah.
Well, not even that, saying this is the policy now. Like, because, I mean, think about it. They tax your boss when he brings in the money for the work you did, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they tax your boss again when your boss pays you. Then they tax you for getting paid. Then they tax you when you buy stuff with that money. And then they tax you for owning the shit you bought with that money. Like you're bringing home like 48% of your paycheck if you're an average American.
You want to hear what happens to us in Australia?
Probably something similar.
We pay income tax. We pay tax and everything else. Then we get a GST. That's a goods and services tax. But we get taxed on 10% of everything that's already been taxed.
Jeez, that like New York. Last week, Brian and I were talking about how New York was talking about taxing your taxes.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. Your taxes get double taxed every day. Yeah. I think it's probably the same with you guys over there in America. Like,
yeah, it is. And that's the problem. The problem is it's keeping people like you and me from succeeding because we're too busy with a little bit of money we're making, paying taxes and surviving to put any money aside to retire, let alone build a business and be successful.
Yeah.
And that's the problem is the system is set up for everyone to be a wage slave forever. You either have to get very lucky or be a fucking genius to get out of it. And I was lucky because of this show that I saw certain trends coming and made a handful of investments that worked out very well for me. The big one was, believe it or not, was Twitter. That was like the final nail in the coffin. The money I made off of Twitter, I was like, fuck, I might not have to work anymore. But that was only because I had been following the whole thing for a while and I checked the laws and I knew they had to sell it. They had to.
Yeah.
But yeah, they tax
Well,
you so much you can't get ahead. You can't even open a business. And then they put so much regulation on opening a business that unless you're already wealthy, you can't do.
Yeah, unless you're arrested, blue states are hard. It's a bitch to open a business.
Yeah, I just think it's crazy. Like he's only got so long to wait now till January 1st, and I can't see the bloody Supreme Court knocking on the head of tariffs. The damage
You
that'll
got
do to
you got
America.
you got some Supreme Court justice that got no balls and stuff.
No,
Oh,
I don't think it's balls. I think the Supreme Court justices that quote have balls will say, yeah, the president doesn't get to set taxes.
Well, he's not. I think he got.
he's not
Tariffs are taxes.
Yeah, but
Now, I like this policy. This is the way the United States was founded. There was no income tax until, was it FDR, right?
yeah, he
And
fucked
that
it
was
up
only
on
supposed to pay
Christmas
for the
Day, 1913.
Yeah, it was only supposed to pay for the war effort. And we're still paying income taxes. And check this out, repeat offender.
Yeah, mate.
Almost all of us pay state income tax and federal income tax.
Unless you live in a certain states, it's on 24. They don't do equal tax.
Yeah,
transfer.
Florida doesn't, a handful of others.
Yeah,
Same
And
as
the
us,
thing
we
you
do that.
mentioned about
Same, yeah.
Miami surprised the fuck out of me.
I
'Cause-
know.
Well, I had
Dude, what
heard
is it
that,
with?
and I was like,
Well,
I was
there.
like, I was thinking
Right.
Miami had to be liberal. Had to be.
Well,
But
no,
it hasn't been for like 40 years.
well, I hope they learned the lesson because a lot of Republicans fucking slip on the switch, dude. Right, like this Virginia election that just happened, dude. A lot of Republicans was just like, whatever. They're like, you don't go vote, dude. What the pissed me off? What the fuck you got a point of vote? Why you got a right to vote if you're not gonna use it? You know?
Yeah, 100%, mate. I exactly agree with you, mate. I think
Yeah,
that's
like
where the Republicans let themselves down. The Republican
they,
supporters.
yeah, they go to sleep. They don't go unless Trump is on the fucking ticket. You know, it's like it's dumb as fuck.
Yeah,
That's
and the thing
because your
about it,
average person who's been voting Republican lately is not a Republican.
I know, but
They've been voting against the Democrats
well,
or
they're about to
for
yep.
Trump.
Well, they're about to get a fucking wake up call this coming next year.
I know, but how many Bernie bros voted Trump?
A bunch of them because it's not part of the fucking system.
Yeah, exactly. And those guys aren't going to go and vote for Republican congressional members, right?
No.
see, that's what I love about your system, guys. Like, even though you have your presidency, right, your presidential vote,
Mm-hmm.
your main votes your midterms, really, aren't they? Like your powers in your Congress.
Well, no.
Mm.
Each branch is supposed to have equal powers.
Yeah, different type of power.
And here's the thing: is Congress should be more powerful than it is, but they've abdicated most of their authority to alphabet soup groups.
Well, your Congress, isn't it? What's your Congress mainly on your taxes?
It's
They
funding,
start the
based on
bills.
laws and
They
funding.
send that to the Senate to rubber stamp it, then it goes to the president, doesn't it? To sign off on
Well,
it.
and Congress, believe it or not, are the ones that declare war, not the president,
Yeah.
too.
That's right. It's good.
Yeah.
You got to get the Congress. Is it a majority vote or is it a certain percentage?
That's an
Unanimous
excellent
vote
question.
down
I
there.
actually don't know because this has not happened in my life. Brian, is it a simple majority or do you need like a
2/3 or
3/4
whatever.
vote or a 2/3? Yeah,
For what?
For what?
for war.
Go to war.
Simple majority.
Yeah.
Like 51%.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's never happened in my life.
No, I
We
think
just we just blow shit up without getting the authority of Congress. You know,
Well, what's it, 80 days or something? The president's got 80-day grace or something to do whatever he wants. Or
yeah, I think,
emergency actions that has to be upheld by Congress after the fact.
right.
So he can
go and
react
do it
now,
right
but he can't. Yeah, but after that grace period, he can't do shit without Congress saying, "Yeah, you can do more."
Right.
But it.
But that's
just
where,
like these-
like, it's got to go through Congress, hasn't it? It
Did you
doesn't have
what?
to go to the Senate. Like supporting Ukraine, for example, that's got to go through Congress. It doesn't have to go through the Senate.
Well, anything that goes through Congress goes through Senate. Except for maybe war. I'm not sure. But I know any law they pass has to go through Senate, and then any budget they pass has to be approved by Senate too, right?
Yeah. It's got to be approved by both sides of the house.
Well, there you go. Congress and the Senate are one branch. They're the legislation.
Yep.
Then you have the executive branch and the judicial branch. And I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say the DOJ is not part of the executive branch, and it makes me want to punch them in the mouth. They think judicial branch means the Department of Justice. Well, I'm not
No.
the Department of Justice. Yeah. Yeah, Department of Justice. That's federal, where you enforce the laws versus apply or interpret the laws. It's a weird system. It seems to work well enough, but it's ripe for abuse.
Oh, 100%. Everything is, mate. There's not one thing said out there that's not right for abuse.
Especially when you got people coming from Somalia marrying their brothers so they can come to the United States and get student loans that they don't intend to pay back. You guys didn't hear the newest on Ilhan Omar?
Yeah, they're like
Apparently it was over student loan issues, and one of these articles came out and flat out accused her versus saying may have, because I'm guessing the Trump or the White House flat out said she did marry her brother.
well,
And the thing was, they did it in a Christian ceremony where Islam does not recognize that as a marriage.
yeah. So now that she cannot fight it or sue them because then they have to confront. They're like, hey, we got evidence. So that's why they're being quiet. She gonna. It's already. So everybody knows that by now. So
Yeah, she's part of the Minnesota fraud.
Yeah, she's gonna get denaturalized and deported, dude.
No, she's not.
No, she's not.
Why not? Why are we not gonna enforce the law? Why are we not gonna enforce the law now?
Why haven't we been enforcing the law for 50 years?
She's a member of Congress.
Well, she lied. Her fucking and her fucking
Doesn't matter. They won't let it happen. They'll call Trump some kind of racist.
They already been called racist. So what the fuck is what else? One more time.
No, I agree with you. I don't mind being called any of these words anymore. Like, perfect example. You guys see the Cinnabon girl thing?
Yeah, there were the Somali people.
I sent out the Somalians calling a bunch of N's, and Kip flips him the double bird, and I was like, "Whoa, she's had enough of this shit."
Yeah, because there's a video of them telling like, "Hey, do you not dress proper the way the Somalis should be dressing?" And like that's why she.
Yeah, you're not dressed like a Muslim woman. It's like, well, this isn't The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah. Well, they voted for this shit. She's a fucking. Oh, they found out that she's a fucking a Bernie. Not Bernie, bro, but she's a Democrat, something like that.
Yeah, literally voted this policy in place.
Yeah, now she's fucking.
And then goes and makes herself unemployable. I don't care what situation happened. We learned earlier it's never okay to use the N-word, even if a dude literally stabs you. This is a thing
we talked about it earlier in the show.
Oh, okay.
Dude got stabbed. Turned around and called him an N. Like, dude turned around and called him an N for stabbing him. The jury threw it out because he called him that. It's like, this was after the fact.
Damn.
And this guy's like, I stabbed him because he called me that. And it's like, first of all, that doesn't make it okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And B, yes, I did first and B on purpose. B, even if he had called you this, it still didn't make it okay. All right. What's up with this water treaty thing with Mexico?
Oh, I guess there's a lot of contaminant in the fucking Rio Grande, and a lot of farmers are taking that water. So I guess they're gonna do a treating about it.
Oh, they already did it. There was this agreed to a treaty back in the day, and they're not sending water back to us. They're supposed to be sending so much water every year up the river to us.
No, I thought they were contaminating the water. That's
no.
Okay.
All right, this is all news to me, but Trump's talking about a 5% tariff on everything to Mexico because of this treaty violation.
I guess. See, that's what the tariff does. It's a tool to fucking make country to do what you want it to do. You know,
it's exactly what I said. How the tariffs have actually upset the deficit issue. And it's funny because this is one of the articles we read. One of these big deal news brands that's left, I think it was the Epoch Times, was like, unexpectedly, the trade deficit is significantly down under Trump. And it's like, no, this is exactly what we told you was going to happen. This is the whole point of the tariffs, is to straighten out this,
and we start exporting more stuff now because
Well, why was Canada?
This is a decades-old treaty that that Mexico is supposed to be sending over. It's a 1944 water treaty that he wants at least 200,000 acre feet of water release by December 31st.
Acre feet?
Acre feet. He says Mexico owes the U.S. over 800,000 acre feet of water for failing to comply to our treaty for over the last 5 years. If not, he's going to do a 5% tariff on everything.
800,000 acre feet.
He's saying because of this, they're not sending in the water, it's hurting the farmers in Texas.
I believe that, but that volume of water is mind-boggling. I'm assuming that acre feet works in the same way as foot pounds.
No, I think acre feet is the same thing. Like dirt, how many acres of dirt?
Yeah, down to a foot deep versus how many feet the lever is and how many pounds are on the end of it, right? That's a foot pound, right?
Apparently, we've clashed over this treaty before, but it's gotten worse since the drought shortages in the last 30 years.
Okay. I thought that part of Texas was known for being dry.
Under the agreement, Mexico committed to send water from international reservoirs to increase the U.S. flow from 6 of Mexico's Rio Grande tributaries through the end of the current 5-year cycle.
How did we get them to sign this treaty that they were going to process water and give it to us?
I don't know. That's not in the article.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Like, if you're going to pollute it, you got to clean it.
In exchange, the U.S. agreed to deliver 1.5 million acre feet to Mexico from the Colorado River.
Okay, that's more.
So we're sending money to them, and they're sending water down to them. We're supposed to be sending water back to us.
Okay. Strange situation.
Very strange. But the Colorado River doesn't go anywhere near Texas, so whereas the Rio Grande does.
Yeah. The Democrats are saying that these strikes in the Caribbean are, quote, war crimes.
Of course they are.
Well, what makes it a war crime?
They say it.
Yeah, because they're saying it.
But they must have a reason that they're saying it's a war crime because
it's political. It's political.
Political theater.
Thank you.
Did nobody give a shit?
No,
when Obama was blowing up children.
No, that's not being brought up.
American children.
Have you heard about any of that coming up in the same articles at all? Since they're claiming Trump of war crimes, no. Nobody wants to remember the 80s when Obama was blowing shit up.
I brought this up to my sister recently. And she's like, well, that didn't happen. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, Abdul Aman Alawaki, I think was his name. He was 16 years old. She's like, it didn't happen. Now I shared her all the articles about it.
And what'd she say after you shared her all the articles? She'd shut you down.
She's actually reasonable. She's like, oh, I didn't know that. And I was like, and maybe this has something to do with the way you vote. It's because you're saying that this guy is a Nazi for this shit. But the guy you said is fucking Jesus, the second coming of Jesus.
Right.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, looked an awful lot like the devil on that Jesus, the
movie,
the Trial of Christ or whatever.
Yeah,
Passion of Christ.
Passion of Christ. Yeah, the guy who played Satan looked exactly like Obama. It was weird.
I didn't tell you about it was happening.
Yeah, you remember it too, don't you?
Yeah. They had to change it like their previous or something like that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, my sister, she has her beliefs, but if you put evidence in front of her, she's usually like, "Oh, well, I didn't know that."
Look,
Maybe.
all their hoaxes are coming apart, aren't they? You look at all the Democrats' bloody hoaxes. They went on about the White House, how he's doing this, doing that. People out there, they can't eat, they're not getting snapped. It was funded, privately funded. The extension of the East Wing. They fell apart.
Oh yeah,
They
who's
put all-
funding this? And it's like a bunch of wealthy people donated money out of their own pockets. You did not pay for this. Don't worry.
Comcast to put money in.
And I loved how they said like, "Oh, this part of the White House, the East Wing, is it?
Yeah.
It's historic, et cetera, et cetera." It turns out it's been modified and changed in my lifetime, and I'm only 43.
And Trump's holding back the Epstein files because he's in there. Of course he's in there.
Yeah.
Epstein hated him. And it comes out that bloody Epstein's a Democrat bloody donor. Bloody.
The thing is, if you're going to be upset, it's like the East Wing, so what? He's building the grand ballroom. Awesome. At least he didn't tear down the Lincoln bedroom.
And
You
no
know what I mean?
taxpayer funds are being used for it.
At least you're not having dignitary balls out under a tent.
Here's a fun question for our Aussie friend. Why is it called the Lincoln bedroom?
The Lincoln bedroom? I've got no idea, mate.
This is that
Abraham Lincoln's up there.
No, he didn't.
Oh. That's where they die?
That's where he died.
Yeah.
They brought him back and laid him in the closest bed they could find, and he died in that bed. That's the Lincoln bedroom.
Clinton made tons of money off the Lincoln bedroom.
Well, that in the
Yeah, they
Oval
also made.
Office. Huh?
They made money off the China too, didn't he? Didn't she take all the China?
Oh,
Hillary?
the Clintons took the whole
Wow.
furniture.
Yeah, and the China.
It was
as well.
donated to them by foreign countries.
Stole the silverware in the White House, dude.
They're going on about Trump getting a
Literally
plane.
stole the silverware.
They're going about Trump getting a plane from the Saudis. That was another hoax. That was given to the Defense Department.
I don't like the idea of him. It was Qatar, I believe, right?
Yeah,
it
it was given to the Defense Department, not to Trump.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You can't use it as Air Force One no matter what. You can't.
It's too much work. It's got to basically be gutted and rebuilt.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can't trust that there's not a bug somewhere.
But he's took a bloody big statue from France, mate.
What's that?
He's took a bloody big statue from France.
No,
They
that's
gave it to
different. That's different because at least Air Force One.
And that was to the United States. That was to the United States, and that's not listening to confidential conversations from the president.
Yeah, but that plane wasn't given to Trump. It's not his.
Correct. It's the United States aircraft.
Yeah. Yep.
But he still can't use it.
Nah. Obviously, yeah, there's rules.
Believe it or not, Air Force One is set up to be able to fly in perpetuity. Now, granted, it'll break down before that, but being refueled midair, and he could launch nuclear missiles from Air Force One. Do you really want to do that from an aircraft made by a foreign government?
Nah, there's no way. You wouldn't trust it. But the same, did you see the new photos that come out? The new Epstein photos?
We Trump with a bunch of
I don't care.
From the pageant. They took a photo from a pageant that he was endorsing.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
Meanwhile, there's a drawing of Bill Clinton that was at the fucking castle or whatever the fuck it is, the mansion on Epstein Island.
Right.
In the dress.
Yeah, dressed up like Monica Lewinsky.
That's what it was? With the blue dress?
Yeah.
And the heel.
It's funny. I saw something about her recently in the news, and I just laughed. I was like, that poor girl is never going to be able to go anywhere without being known as Monica Lewinsky, you know?
Hey, what's your name,
What's
Monica?
she doing these days?
She's married. Actually, she's married and stuff. No, but
She have a podcast?
Talk about what? Bill Clinton cock all the time.
If she does, I want her on the show.
Yeah, I want to be on there too, like.
Oh my god.
I want to be on that one.
Oh, and we'll ask the most inappropriate questions. Like, tell me about the girth. You know? Did your jaw hurt?
Did you make you call him daddy?
I saw a video recently of these dudes talking to their wives, and the wife would call him daddy in front of like their 16-year-old kid.
Oh yeah,
and the daughter was like, "Oh my god!"
You ever heard this? She could have called him Bubbles.
Mm.
Oh, she's
Oh
very
my
good.
God.
The fun you could have. Get her on. We need her on, Brian.
I'm working on
we
it.
tried to get Trump on. We couldn't get it to happen.
Imagine if Don Jr. come on. Oh, I would love to be on that one.
Yeah, I'd love to talk to the guy. It'd be awesome. Problem is we fuck around too much. And it's funny because I got a feeling Trump Jr. would love coming here and bullshitting with us. But,
yeah, he's
but
that
yeah,
kind
I
of
can't
boy.
be affiliated with those assholes.
See the Piers Morgan interview with Nick Fuentes the other day?
I did
yeah.
not, but I think what I saw, the big thing I saw about it. Uh-oh, Brian found something.
He's got her. We've made contact.
I called it. I called it. I called it.
What?
What?
In February of 2025, she launched her podcast, Reclaiming with Monica Lewinsky.
Reclaiming?
Reclaiming with Monica Lewinsky.
It should have been spit or swallow.
And in
Some
2021, she was the executive producer on a HBO documentary, 15 Minutes of Shame.
50 minutes? That's how long she sucked dick for?
It was about online shaming and ostracism.
Wow.
Now I'm going to go to Apple
It's funny.
here.
It's funny. So I remember when this happened. I remember saying, like, not when it happened after the fact. Like, yeah, I don't know. If you're president and you get your candlestick polished once in a while, I'm willing to look the other way. And the now wife was like, not in the fucking Oval Office with some dirty slut. She's like, show the office some respect. And I was like, that's a fair point, actually. You know, it's like, go somewhere else to get your knob sucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the beauty about the land of the home of the free, guys, home of the brave. Some gave
Land
all
of the
and
free,
some,
home of the brave.
yep, some gave all and some took all.
Brian looks like Brian's trying to
I'm
put
trying to
together
find
an
her
email.
podcast.
Yeah, he's trying to find it, send her an email like, please come on our show. We promise to be polite.
We've got an Aussie on here. Get on.
But anyway, back on the drug stuff. It seems like the Democrats right now are more worried about the lives of these drug dealers than they are about American citizens. And they're like, well, how do you know there was drugs on that boat? And it's like, motherfucker, Google satellites can read a license plate on a car. Do you have any idea what a United States military satellite can do? Like, we watched them load these bricks of cocaine into the boat, you know?
You want me to read you? She's on some network called Wondery. Like every other podcast is free, and the rest you have to pay for. If you're interested in unexpected conversations that go uncharted places, are remotely self-aware, and like to laugh, then please join me as I continue to find my polite voice on Reclaiming with Monica Lewinsky. That's me. I will have honest, wide-ranging interviews with all kinds of people. Recognizable things, regular folks, experts, friends, about what it means to reclaim what's been lost or taken in the broadcast sense. It's a weekly podcast.
Okay. It sounds like her show doesn't necessarily mesh up with ours. Because I'd say it'd be great if we can get in touch with her. We would do like a Zoom thing for her show, and we recorded it and published it for us too. But
well, this week she sat down with Nobel laureate Mala Yousaf, activist, author, Nobel Peace Prize laureate.
Oh, speaking of the person who won the Peace Prize this year, the Nobel Peace Prize, is already gone. I can't find again. Couldn't find the person before. I think didn't even show up to the ceremony, right?
No, her daughter had to show up because she's from Venezuela. She's the one that's running for office against what's his face, the dictator.
Maduro?
Yeah, she actually won the election.
It's over?
Yeah, she won it. She went in to hide. The CIA got her out.
Ah, all right. Look at that.
Her daughter showed up. She got there, but she got there after the ceremony and after the daughter took the prize for her and awarded, read her speech. So
Well,
Where
maybe
do you guys
Venezuela
see this
will
playing out?
change.
How do you see this playing out in Maduro? How do you really see it from your point of view, what you're reading and hearing?
There's gonna be bankrupt. That's They're not gonna have money.
I think Maduro has the opportunity to run right now and
Trump
disappear.
already gave him that opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. Or he's going to be executed, either blown up by the United States or executed by his own people when someone else takes over.
I think it's to be more likely by his own people, especially now that the
All
U.S.
the
is seizing
Yep,
all the shadow tankers.
because all the people that
Yeah.
were making all this money aren't
People,
making it anymore.
yeah, because does anybody know? Did anybody know what a shadow tanker was before this week?
Nope.
Do you know
No,
now?
but if you explained it to me, it would have made sense. But yeah, Trump seized an oil tanker. Is it Venezuelan or
Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Both.
It's not.
Iran?
It hauls oil from both countries. It's not like flagged in either one of those countries.
Okay. And Trump seized it, and he said was it a big tanker, a very large
Yeah,
tanker, the
like a
largest
normal
one ever,
tanker hold.
actually.
This thing's got 2 million barrels of crude oil.
Oh my God. What is our reserve hold?
Hopefully, 2 million.
I bet it's
Plus.
It's
I bet
about
it's
to be topped up, you reckon?
billions. I bet it's billions, but what's going to happen to this oil that's seized in this tanker? Are we going to just put it in the reserve?
We should
Or
we should definitely put it in the reserve.
and what are we going to do with this giant fucking shipping vessel?
Give it back to them. Blow it
The
up.
vessel
Make it an
was
artificial reef.
The vessel was
Yeah.
salvaged at sea. It was
I like
salvaged
that.
at sea.
I like the idea. Bring it down to Australia, right? Find a place where the coral reef is an issue.
Yeah,
No,
heaps of reefs, mate.
and target practice. Sink that motherfucker and let the coral grow on it.
But this isn't.
Well,
This isn't the only shadow oil tanker floating around between Iran and
oh,
Venezuela. Apparently, there's a
point
bunch
out.
of
Oh,
them.
yes, but point out what a shadow tanker is.
I
Okay,
don't
well,
remember.
these
I don't
countries
think.
have been sanctioned about
Oh
transporting
yeah.
oil.
This tanker it has already been sanctioned because of Iranian oil being shipped on it. So that's what Trump used as justification to seize it, because whether it was coming from Venezuela or Iran, it had already been sanctioned for Iran
You know what's
by
funny
the
is
United Nations, I believe.
yeah, but you know what's funny? You know what makes it get sanctioned?
Nope.
Buying and selling oil using anything besides the U.S. dollar.
Yeah.
Okay.
OPEC, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you. The only reason why the United States dollar has any value right now is
Because
because
we.
oil trade depends on it across the entire planet right now. The United States has destroyed the dollar. The only reason why it has any value is because Australia has to turn it into their money into American dollars to buy this shit.
And how much does Venezuela get from a seized tanker?
Nothing.
Because they're heavily reliant on petroleum to prop up their economy.
Yeah,
That's
and
what's
that's
paying
the
the
issue.
military.
It was Chavez, right? That
Yep.
nationalized the oil system. Chavez, the guy before Maduro.
So that's what's paying the
Kicked out
military, isn't it?
Chevron. I think Chevron was running all the oil fields before.
Yeah, but the oil sales, that's what's paying their military in Venezuela.
That's what's paying for
Once,
everything in Venezuela. But the
once,
issue is
once
they
that's
decided to
gone,
go
mate.
rogue.
Once that goes, a military return on him, on Maduro.
They will.
Halting Venezuela oil exports by interdicting vessels will put a massive economic strain on Maduro and the Venezuelan citizens at large. And
Yeah.
we're going to keep seizing them as we see fit. Hopefully, they just dump the oil in the U.S. and lower our gas prices.
Yeah. All Trump or the CIA's got to say is once you get rid of him in Venezuela, we'll back his 100%.
Well, I like the idea of putting in the reserve again because Trump had refilled it and then Biden immediately depleted it to lower gas prices and claim he did it. And it's like you literally just took our savings and spent it and told us that shit was great, you know? Brian, this first one has a video. I don't know if it's worth playing or not, but Guapo and I both shared a version of it. He shared a video version. I shared just the article about James O'Keefe.
Okay. Let me see here.
It's hilarious. He was talking to some dude. What were they even talking about? Georgetown professor. Talking about this shit and that shit, just saying dumb shit, right? And the guy interviewing is asking about James O'Keefe. He's like, "Oh, I heard he's a piece of shit, you know, ambushing people, blah 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 blah."
He was in a date. He was asking like, "Hey, what do you think about this black Republicans? You know, like Clarence Thomas and
they're trash."
No, they like the C War.
He called them coons, didn't he?
Yeah.
Now, granted, it was a black guy.
Yeah, it's a professor and stuff. So it's like, oh, that's how you feel. How you feel about James O'Keefe? Like he didn't recognize him. Like, how do you?
That's the thing. That's what blows my mind.
Like,
all these people know the name James O'Keefe, and he's sitting across the table with you, but he has glasses on. Are you telling me the fucking Clark Kent to Superman disguise actually works?
I think ever since what's the name of that chick from the New Girl? She wear glasses sometimes, like, and without glasses, a total different person, like crazy.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
I have to show you a picture.
Not even a guess.
Go ahead, yeah, but
it was shocking. Was she one of the O'Keefe people? Like, was she one of the honeypots that works for O'Keefe? Okay. No. But yeah, this guy thought he was on a date with O'Keefe, right?
No, date with somebody that realized, you know.
Oh, I thought he was on a date with O'Keefe. I thought he was someone else.
Yeah, he was someone else. But like, hey, what do you think about James O'Keefe?
Yeah, I was like, I can't believe that just putting on glasses makes you unrecognizable. Like, I remember laughing at how Clark Kent looked nothing like Superman when he put glasses and a suit on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Please tell me someone knows who Clark Kent is. You know? Yeah. Oh, okay, Brian. You were the first one to respond. What's Clark Kent's native name?
Superman.
No, his Kryptonian name.
Kal-El.
Oh my goodness, Brian gets it. Look at that. There's a new Superman movie out. I have not seen it yet. Nathan Fillion is in it. He plays the guy who becomes the Green Lantern. He might be Green Lantern in the movie. I don't know, but they use the civilian name of the guy. Oh, that's right. I forgot to exposes he's James O'Keefe. The dude he was interviewing ran away. And then took a spill.
Oh, God.
They ended up taking him to the clinic and getting bandages.
Yeah.
That's not our intent. Do you need us to go for help? No. You called black people, quote, coons. You're a national person. Whoa. Hey, man. He's attacking the camera. That's a misdemeanor. You can't.
You sure he didn't think he was on a date with James O'Keefe?
Yeah, it looks like he's on a date.
A guy named no, his name is James O'Keefe. You heard of that? Yeah. What do you think of him?
Could be better. Could be worse.
Could be worse.
What could be better?
How could he be better?
Just they'll be an asshole.
Is he an asshole?
I've heard people he's an asshole.
Oh. Well, the thing is that I actually am James O'Keefe.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
No,
I'm
you're
not
not.
James O'Keefe.
No, you're not.
I am.
Really?
It's the camera.
That day, for no particular reason, I decided to go for a little run.
I just had to go for a little run. Look at him, runs away. He just walked away, right?
He's paying the bill.
There's James O'Keefe is paying the bill.
I've been following O'Keefe since the beginning of Project Veritas. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, it's not near.
That's not our intent.
By the way, Guapo, Zoe Deschanel. I didn't realize that's who you were talking about.
Yeah.
That's when you sent it, and I saw the one with the glasses. Like, oh, that's Emily Deschanel's sister.
Yeah.
Right?
But that's
Then
her without glasses.
the picture next to her, I was like, you're right. That looks more like the girl from the Hunger Games
Yeah.
than Zoe Deschanel.
But that's the same person.
Yeah.
It's
That's
crazy.
not just you went from wearing a frumpy shirt with stripes and a long hair over her shoulders and bangs and glasses to a girl in like a fucking ballroom dress with her hair all done
Yeah,
up too.
that's a Superman effect, dude.
But Superman didn't even change his hair. He just took off his glasses and changed and put on his Superman suit.
Yeah, all he did was glass change. He didn't even. Yeah, that's it. That's how
And
you
he
know
did
he
in a
was
phone
Superman.
booth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how you change in a phone
I
booth.
don't know how he did it, dude.
That's about the size of a bathroom on an airplane.
Shit.
He's
Yeah.
Superman, but where's Superman getting changed now without phone booths?
That's a good question.
I remember one time he jumped out of the plane and he just automatically out of the building. So how he changed in the air.
7-Eleven stores.
Yeah.
He had terminal velocity and he was moving so fast that his clothes burned up and his
Yeah.
Kryptonian suit survived.
So he's like the Incredible Hulk, that his shirt always ripped off, but his
Well,
pants
that
never
just ripped off
did.
because he got huge. This burned off because he
Yeah,
was
but
moving
the
so
Incredible
fast.
Hulk always had pants on.
Shorts, yes. A better example would be the Human Torch. And in the movie, they made him naked, so they made him a special suit.
Yeah. Same thing with the Invisible Girl.
Yes. All right. We're down to leftovers. Anything here you want to talk about?
Yeah. Looks like we'll have to, if I come and visit you guys in America, I'll have to give them all my social media.
We talked. This is great.
I'll have to piss
Are
in a
you
cup
willing
for
to
it.
give up your social media handles to come to visit us as a tourist?
Only while Trump's in office, I'll be safe.
He was here recently. Didn't come see either one of us.
That was before COVID. That wasn't that recent.
Yeah, 2019.
Was it really that long ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
That was when I was in Massachusetts, dude. I could have showed.
He was
Literally.
in Massachusetts.
I would have come over.
You went to Massachusetts while I lived there.
No. I was only in Cali, but next time I want to come over, I'm going to come over your way, guys.
I could have showed you Boston and the Freedom Trail, dude.
I would have loved it, mate.
And the Plymouth Rock. It's massive.
It's very disappointing.
I'll be back. I'll be back with me DNA. I'll have to piss in a cup.
Well, people come from all over the world to see Plymouth Rock, let alone the United States, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And you get there and it's just like
It's
4 foot by 4 foot square, right? A brick that's 10 feet deep. And there's a 700-pound stone, maybe, sitting in the middle of it with 1620 carved in it. And if you don't go there during peak tourist season, it's covered in cigarette butts. It's so unimpressive because they broke a piece of the rock off and brought it on shore like 80 years later or something dumb. And everyone comes to see it, and it's like, oh, it's a fucking rock with a number on it. And that's what I told the wife. She was so excited to see Plymouth Rock, and I was like, it's a fucking rock with a number carved in it. People say, so we get up there, and her mom comes to visit, and I was like, all right, babe, this is the perfect time for you to go see Plymouth Rock. And she's like, okay, you coming? And I was like, yes, but I'm going to sit across the street at the bar I know and have 3 or 4 pints when you guys look at a fucking rock, you know?
You know, we got the biggest rock in the world here in Australia.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Rock Uluru. Yeah.
All right.
You know what we call a boomerang that doesn't come back?
A stick?
Fucking stick.
You're close. You left out the fucking part.
I do want to point out, I believe this is the Lions quarterback, isn't it? Jalen Hurts?
No, that's the Eagles.
My mistake. First in the NFL. He is the first NFL player to commit 2 turnovers on the same play.
Here, I can play it for you.
Yeah, and I know not the repeat offender may not know what a turnover is because he doesn't follow American football, which is okay.
Isn't where you give the ball back to the opposition?
Yeah, like either a fumble or an interception. And there is a video. This is great. When he throws a pick and then picks up the
picked off.
Yeah, picked off.
Intercepted,
fumble,
and now the
he picks
ball's
it up,
out,
and
and
then
Hurts
fumbles it
ends up
again.
with the ball in his hands. He fumbles.
Oh, the Lions
Chargers
picked
ball.
it up. The Chargers.
Troy Dye ends up on the ball. And what a mess of a play. First to Sean Hand.
Interception. Fumbled by the defense, recovered by the offense. Fumbled by the offense and recovered by the defense. Change of possession.
There you go.
Timeout
Scott
on the
Novak takes you through the play. As it was an interception by Deshaun Hand.
That's
insane.
That linebacker dropped the ball because he's a linebacker and has no idea how to hold the football.
Right.
Linebackers don't usually hold the ball.
Nope.
And if they do, it's because they hit someone so hard the ball went flying the other way.
Yep.
Linebackers are terrifying. Huh?
I like their colours, but Detroit's got some good colours.
The Chargers, yeah. I like that they're black with the gold lightning bolts. I like that one a lot, but that's why I thought it was the Lions. The colors of their jerseys, like, oh, that must be the Lions, right?
Nope.
By the way, how are the Lions doing this season?
Not as good as last season.
Yeah.
But we're still got a chance to make the playoffs. So
I heard the Pats are 11-2.
Yep.
Holy shit!
If they win
dude.
this week, they're in the playoffs.
Dude, like, what happened? They got Gronk and Brady left, and then Belichick's gone too, right?
Oh yeah, he's with UNC. He's coaching college.
Yeah, and all of a sudden these guys show up and start winning every game again. It's
Drake May.
Yeah, well, I mean, last time it took them, 25 years to start winning again?
Hey, what happened to
That's
that
right.
university coach who took off? Where's he from? Like Texas? Was he from Texas or somewhere? That university coach?
What about it?
They got him. He was undefeated or something. The side he was coaching was undefeated, and he took off. But apparently he's involved with child pornography or.
Oh, that's in Virginia.
That's in Virginia.
Yeah, that's Virginia
He
high
went in
school
the
coach.
woods with a gun.
Yeah. Then they got him? They caught him?
No, not yet.
No, that's actually what brought up the whole first blood conversation last week, actually, or last time, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then the dude just disappears in the wood with a gun like he's fucking John Rambo.
Does he know he's got a couple of training sessions to go to?
The captain.
Yep.
The
The original spiced rum.
I can't drink rum.
Ah,
I fight on a shit.
I prefer a whiskey typically, but a good rum and coke is delicious. And I opened this bottle today before we started the show.
Mate, last time I
It'll
drank
be
rum, I took
gone
on
before
2
the next
ounces.
show.
I doubt that. We're almost at the end of the show. There's half that bottle left.
Last time I drank rum, I took on 2 bounces at the Beret Bowling Club.
I don't even know what that means.
Probably not a good thing.
I tried to blue the 2 security guys. I did it right for the first few punches, but they got me after that.
Did he just say he tried to blow the security guys?
No, punch on blue.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
No, in
Okay.
Australia we call a blue a fight. If you ever blew with someone.
So when you blow guys, you're fighting them.
There's a different blue. When you have a blue with someone.
Okay, so you didn't blow him, you blew him.
Didn't blue him. I had a blue.
Blue.
Had a blue.
The color, like the color.
Had a blue. Had a blue.
Oh, like a blue waffle.
No, like a fight. Not like a blue waffle. I know what a blue waffle is.
Oh. I'm assuming if you're still listening to this show at this point, you're probably a full adult. Go ahead and Google images for blue waffle.
So,
And then
don't do it
curse
if you're
me.
eating.
Then curse me in your dreams.
Do it about 3 hours after you eat.
Yeah, let's see if Brian knows. Hey, Brian,
Yeah.
you know what a blue waffle is?
Nope.
You should Google that and look up pictures.
Have you eaten, Brian?
I feel like I should probably do that under private browsing.
You shouldn't do it, dude.
Is it
With the
like two
windows
girls
down.
with one cup?
Nah,
it's like you got she always a black woman got
Mm.
railed out so hard everything turned black and blue.
Oh, okay.
And it's all prolapsed and falling out.
And once you Google it, delete your history.
Yeah.
You're gonna hunt you within it.
Rosie O'Donnell, check this out. Rosie O'Donnell went to a therapist talking about her TDS.
Mm-hmm.
And her therapist is like, hey, how about you try like a couple days? Don't post about Trump. Don't talk about Trump. Don't even think about Trump. He's in the United States. You're here in Ireland.
Mm-hmm.
Rosie couldn't make it 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a real thing. TDS is a real thing.
It's a real thing because they don't know what they hate him for.
Because the media's told them to.
Well, like I said, my sister's pretty reasonable when it comes to like showing her evidence. But the problem is I don't have time to sit down for 80 hours and show her everything. You know what I mean? But she's like, Trump's a racist. He's evil. And I'm like, well, how is he racist? She's like, everything he does. I was like, well, then give me one example. She's like, well, I can't because it's everything. I was like, well, if it's everything, one example should be very easy to come up with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she couldn't tell you why she couldn't tell me why she hated the guy. She just knew he was bad.
I got the same here in Australia, mate. Our media treat Donald Trump despicably out here. Absolutely despicable. Everything he does, they've got a Democrat slant on it because a lot of our media is owned by your Democrat channel stations, TV stations.
Why does Australia give a fuck what Trump is doing? Australia's supposed to be handling their own shit.
What happens in America affects us. This is what you don't realize.
No, what happens in the United States affects the entire Western world, even though you guys aren't technically in the West. But
yeah,
it affects the entire Western world. But if you guys don't want to be affiliated with that, fucking fine. Do your own thing. Set your own goddamn stand. Let the world follow you.
It's not about that, mate. It's about what happens to us financially, through all your companies that you got out here, mate. Everything. And that's what you don't understand.
Kick him out. Kick him out if it's that big a deal.
No, well, the thing is, you don't understand. There's people like me who support Donald Trump. Mate, I sit there and I lost friends over this and I don't give a shit. I support Donald Trump. You guys see what I post. And the thing about it is, I think he's the best thing that's ever happened to the world.
Here's the thing, like you said, lost friends over. I have never ended a friendship over politics, but I've had plenty of people end their friendship with me over politics.
Yep, same here, mate.
I'm not even, quote, right wing. I'm just further right than your average fucking Democrat.
Right.
Well, mate, I used to support our Labor Party out here. That's your Democrats in America. I used to be a Labor
Which is closer to our Republicans.
Yeah, but, mate, I've gone away. I will never give Labor another vote of mine again. They will never get another vote from me.
I remember seeing Australian news recently. I don't remember why. Maybe I thought it was that Bonnie Blue.
Huh? No, she's UK. She's not Australia.
But she's gone. Why would they go to Indonesia, a Muslim country, to do it?
Bali.
Bali is Indonesia.
She's just dumb.
Yeah.
That's why she's
in particular.
So why would you go to a Muslim country and you know you're going to get done?
Because she believes, like a lot of Democrats, that you're all just a bunch of racists. That's not how it really works. Just like all these people wearing their rainbow keffiyehs supporting Gaza.
Or Palestine. I'd love to see them in Palestine.
Yeah, it's like, they'll throw you off a rooftop onto the concrete street, right?
Then drag your body around on the back of horses or bloody utes.
Yeah, and show everyone how it's the faggots. And pardon my language, but that's what they'll say, right?
Yep.
They might use a worse word than that.
I'll boot your dead body as it goes past. Yeah, no, I'll do.
Interesting. I got to use the word faggot the other day in a sentence without being a slur.
Mm.
We were talking about my mother-in-law having issues starting fires in her wood stove.
Mm.
And I was like, well, she needs a good faggot to burn.
But
And the wife just kind of the wife looked at me like, what the fuck? She goes, oh my God, you mean a bundle? She's like, you mean kindling wood? And I was like, yeah, a nice bundle of sticks. A real faggot, a faggy faggot,
Sparky. Kind of sparky.
Yeah, I want that fucker flaming, okay?
Burn, baby, burn.
Burn,
Yeah,
baby, burn.
but it's always fun when you get to use words you don't often use. Like I got to use the word neurodivergent today.
Oh God.
Well, I was like, it's sad because of neurodivergent diseases. But it's like you don't get to use that word every day, right?
No.
Oh man.
Just like I can't believe that black dude called all the like not Swalwell, Larry Elder and all them a bunch of coons. I was like, okay. I was like,
That's interesting.
At least the N bomb means you're ignorant. Coon just means fuck you, you're black. You know?
That's interesting. Does that make him a racist even though he's black?
No, it's impossible for black people to be racist unless they support white people.
No.
That's what the new policy is.
No. If he uses a racist word or terminology, he's got to be a racist.
But he's a black man, so it's okay.
But we're all equal.
You're not in the United States, dude. I'm telling you. Dude stabbed a guy and got out of jail because someone called him the N-word after he got stabbed. That black guy can get away with whatever the fuck he wants. Like, can you imagine you stab someone, they call you honky, and then you get let out, case dropped because they called you honky after you stabbed them?
So if I identify as a black person, I can say nigger.
I like the soft eye you had there. I noticed you Australians still have it like the original Great Britain that you still find in Boston.
That's English,
you got
my
the
man.
soft eyes, right?
That's English, my man.
Which made me laugh because everyone's like, what was it, a hard R or a soft R? I'm like, I'm from Boston. There's no such thing as a hard R.
There's no R's in Boston.
There's no such thing as a hard R. Well, no, there are R's, but the issue is the R's cannot end a syllable. Like, here's a prime example. No, prosper. You prospered, but it's prospered.
Yeah.
And yeah, I parked my car in Harvard Yard, walked the rest of the way to the bar because it's way too far to walk.
It's like when you say Red Sox.
Oh, dude, I got a Red Sox tattoo on my fucking arm, all right?
You say Red Sox.
Red Sox. It's the
rest of the world says Sox. The rest of the world says Sox.
By the way, it's Bo Sox. It's Bo Sox. Boston Red Sox, Bo Sox. Because there's also Chicago White Sox. Anyway, Brian, anything left in this list you want to talk about?
Nope.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at this. I'm getting my audio ready, but I have not set up. Oh, geez, now it's playing. But I have not set up my share. Anyway, anyone still listening, we, excuse me, could use a couple bucks to pay for the show. I had to reach up my ass to find money to pay for it. Brian and I both.
Yep.
And shit, I don't know about you, Brian, but I got shit halfway up to my elbow reaching that far up my ass.
Yeah, it was ugly.
Yeah. And do you have any idea how long I spent in the shower?
Nope.
Oh my God, dude, that stink. And I'm still coughing from tickling my throat with my arm up my ass.
So when you really need it, grab the retinol.
All right. That's our show. Pinch this turd off.